easy. We're literally just going to go straight into playing, which is always fun. So, little quick bit of a catch up. For those of you who haven't been paying attention to what's not happened yet, but basically, group of people travelling along high road up to, well, eventually headed to Waterdeep, but going via Nightstone first. En route, pick up a lizard folk from a stone ship in the middle of nowhere, which is weird and odd and confusing, but they pick up the lizard folk and he joins the group. Continuing on the way to Nightstone, where you hear a bell ringing, you pick up a dark elf, who seems pretty cool and chill. You kill a couple of big wolves, kill a bunch of goblins, raid the store town. You set the store town on fire, which none of you did anything about.
That's fine.
You just left it to burn whilst raiding the supplies.
It'll keep the town warm.
Well, the town guard should have stopped it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you discovered the guards of the keep are a little bit shell shocked. Just a little bit shell shocked due to the death of their mistress and the fact that the town is just gone, and they can't get across to the town because there's no bridge anymore. You had some antics with the guards. Alton, Anel, and Jeffrey stole shit.
No.
Basically.
Definitely.
We did not steal anything.
They weren't a magical
We
sword
were
defending
part
it.
of a very noble and
You
archaic enterprise
stole-
of tomb raiding of a very slightly warm tomb.
I don't know about you, but I was stealing the shit.
You guys stole shit.
I found it, thank you.
You stole from the store.
Can't be stolen if it's abandoned.
Todrian also found a human woman in the inn to kill a goblin. She
Giant
was
snake flying with a giant fig
with flying snake.
7 foot tall.
Oh yeah, which was a bit weird. She was odd. Towards the end of the session, you eventually all managed to regroup back at the castle after having fun of crossing the bridge, which partially destroyed yet more of the bridge with a ladder trick.
Wow.
And then used a grappling hook to swing across and facepalm.
It got me across.
It did. Then you climbed up. Yeah, then you did your stealing stuff. And then you all went back to go back into the town to go hunt down for the villagers who had disappeared off to the hills in the northwest. Upon getting to the bridge and looking down upon the town, a group of 8 horse riders rode into town. Seven. Sorry, not 8. Group of 7. There was 6 humans, various genders and various ethnicities, and a male half elf, who, upon reaching the town square, yelled out across the town, "Kayla, where are ya?" That was where we left off from last week.
The woman in the keep, was she human?
The woman in the keep, the dead woman. Yeah, she was human. Yeah, yeah. All the guards were also all human.
I was just
The
checking.
woman with
May
the-
have not mentioned that.
The woman with the flying snake.
Yeah,
Was she human?
she was human. Yeah.
Cool.
What a diverse town.
Well, I mean, sort of half goblin, half human.
And then we turn
There
up.
were some giants at the time.
At one point, yeah.
Very multicultural, that. Anyway, back to important things. How are we getting Derp across the bridge?
Yeah, because we're still
Oh, we
on
were
the
gonna
other
throw
side
him,
of the
weren't we?
bridge.
Chuck
Throw him.
I can across my rope before anyone else gets to it.
Not before me.
No, you were there first.
Nice
You
try.
Yeah, I'm climbing across.
Well, that's fine.
I'm
big
going
is
up the towers.
How big is the drop into the water?
It is from where the edge of the bridge is. It is like 30 feet down.
And do I know how deep the water is?
Nope. You do know when that ladder dropped in, a good chunk of it disappeared underwater before it launched itself back up. So.
Me's thinking about it.
So before you get to the bridge, you're going into the
Gatehouses or
gatehouses,
whatever.
yeah. So we'll do that real quick because stuff's happening with the other guys. Which one are you going in? You going in the left one or the right one?
Left one.
Left one. Cool. That's left one looking across
Yeah.
the town. Cool. So this is the one that when you go, this is the one that's been partially crossed by rock. You go in, it's just sort of just bunk beds laid out. Were 3, now 6. Sorry, other way around. Were 6, now 3.
That's one hell of a boulder if it's making beds.
Magic boulder. It can't create bunk beds.
And because it rolled a nat 20, it made 3 rather than 1.
I want to have a look around, see if there's anything useful in there.
Make an investigation check.
That is a 9.
A 9. There's nothing particularly of interest. I'm just reorganising that so it's actually pointing more directly at me rather than somewhere here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing of particular interest. There's a couple of footlockers that just got random crap in, and underneath the debris of the roof where the roof's caved in are 3 dead humans. Who?
Any pockets?
You can't really tell. Cause
I'm just imagining jam.
Yeah, they're pretty well buried. There's just like, a hand here, a leg there, and the top of a head.
Oh.
But that's about it.
It's just been one guy really spread out.
Yeah, that's pretty grim. Alright, I'll check
You
it.
get the sense that it's 3 different people who are
Different sized appendages. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll check the other tower as well then.
similar sort of thing. It's
Alright.
just bunk beds, footlockers with random crap in it.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Cool. So as you make your way back to town, back to the other guys, you guys are around the bridge. You're going to see 3 things happen, I believe. In fact, you're going to see 4 things happen. So, first thing you're going to see happening is from that windmill, a pair of goblins come running out. Doing whatever, they just come running out. That happens. From the inn, a woman with a snake wrapped around her arm starts walking out. From not quite the furthest away watchtower, but just the watchtower just on the eastern side of the wall, a goblin comes out the bottom of that. And then from the watchtower to the east that's nearest you, a pair of goblins stick their head out the window, see you, and fire a couple of arrows at you.
Right.
Yeah, as you guys.
That was a mistake.
What watchtower?
So there's watchtowers like around the wooden palisade around the village. There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 watchtowers dotted around. There are 2 by the drawbridge, and then the other 5 are just dotted sort of equal spaces around the.
Similar to the one I climbed up earlier.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It's just more of those. But just so happens that the one that is just so happens that the one nearest you also has 2 goblins in it. So they're gonna pop out. One of them's gonna shoot at you, Jeffrey.
Oh, thanks.
That is gonna miss on a 8 or a 9. I'm not even gonna bother to check the stats.
Cool.
That misses.
Can I return fire?
After the other one shot, and then
Okay.
we have everyone roll initiative.
Alright.
Because you guys weren't expecting a couple of arrows to fly out a watchtower at you. The other one is going to shoot at you, Teldrin, because you have a goblin in front of you. That is going to hit on a 21.
Well, one of the goblins is
The
alright.
most capable goblin we've seen so far.
Capture him.
I think this is the first time. I know it's the second
might
time
be
a
you.
goblin hit.
Yeah.
I'm just checking I have added that right. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, it's a 20. It still hits. It is going to do 5 points of damage to you.
Feels good.
It's 5 points of piercing damage. I don't think that makes a difference for you.
Feels better.
Awesome. Right, let's have everyone roll initiative real quick.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, right.
Hey!
Oh, that's both
2.
real well
What did
done.
you get?
Total?
Oh,
Oh,
still gonna be crap,
Jesus.
innit?
Jeffrey, don't forget you have advantage on initiative checks.
Oh yeah, you're a
bollocks,
ranger.
yeah, of course.
If you roll a 1,
Oh, that was so
excuse
5
me.
on that one.
go on, roll a 1.
Oh, 17 plus
Ew.
3, 20. Thank you.
Oh,
That's
a
even
lot
better. A lot better.
Right, anyone get a
We get
buff
advantage. It's good.
23.
Cool.
I think the blue dice are lucky today.
Blah, 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 blah. So Tildren, you're at 23. 20 to 15.
15.
20.
20 and 15. Nice. Nothing in the middle?
Mid-
Anyone in the middle?
Min-max.
Anyone in the
Advantage.
middle of that? There are other numbers in that range, people.
No, they're wrong.
No, everything is a multiple of 5.
I'm sorry, I'm going to break that in a second.
Jeffrey
No,
and
I'm not actually.
15 to 10.
11.
10.
Amazing.
Oh, we're doing good here.
We're doing so well.
10 to 5.
8.
5.
You haven't said anything yet. This is.
I got 23.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah,
You
he
got
went
23.
so fast.
For a second, I was really worried that you'd gotten like
What did you
below
get?
5.
Well, here's the
15.
one.
You were the 5, yeah?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Your first roll of the game was a 1.
You got out
the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah,
you
you got it out of the way.
At least the only way is up.
Yeah. I was about to pick a roll to get a 1 on its initiative against a pair of goblins.
Yeah. That are over there somewhere.
Yeah.
I would,
In a window.
I'd rather have it on a perception check that makes no difference.
All
Yeah, but
that.
you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you would know it makes no difference.
No,
Yeah,
for me,
so
that's
it's
normally a
just
natural
against
20.
goblins, it's not going to be too.
Let me just write down. Oh, I've actually started spelling your name correctly, Jeffrey. Just randomly changed the spelling.
Well done.
Don't think it
For
really
no
matters to you.
reason at all. It's just changed. I just need to write down your names. Should have done this before, but I forgot because I didn't open the books. All right, top of the round. Tildren.
So. Do I, have to go over,
Gobbos.
do I have to go over the bridge to get to him?
Yes.
Well, you can probably try and shoot them through the arrow slit that they shot you guys out of.
Yeah, would that be like disadvantage?
Well, the goblins are sort of 100 odd feet away. They're not. They've got half cover. Is what it is, because they're hiding behind the wall and shit.
Okay.
I mean, you can try going across the bridge, try and shoot them. It actually will make the shot harder, unless you manage to get the whole way to the tower.
Sure, I will try and shoot one.
Go ahead, make an attack roll.
Nope.
What'd you get?
14.
Huh?
14.
That will miss, yeah. As the arrow doesn't quite make it in the slit, just shatters against the stone of the tower.
And then I will. How far away is the entrance to the thing behind me? The fort?
30 feet.
So I can get behind something?
No, wait, not the fort. So this is. Are you guys on the bridge or the edge of the bridge? The
We can't be on it, can we?
We were.
Well, before where the gap is, there is still like a 30 feet to meet. There's 30 feet of bridge before the gap.
I was at the
Or are
end.
we at the beginning bit before?
So
we
if you're
cross
right at the
bridge?
beginning, then yeah, you can duck in behind the
Yeah.
gatehouses, and you'll be behind the
Yeah,
gatehouses.
because we like just left the building.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
see
and then
the
stood at
goblins.
the-
Cool, yeah, so
beginning
you're
of
just at the top of the bridge, that's fine. So you can just duck behind the gatehouses, and they can't see you, you can't see them, and all is well with the world.
Cool. Does Darth have a short bow?
You
I
took.
think we relieved all his weapons off him.
Oh,
Yeah.
do we? Okay.
He left his short bow in the barn.
Cool.
Awesome. We are back!
That won't be anything, I'll cut.
Possibly, if you can find a place to cut.
I will.
Yeah, that's.
Cool.
We've just suddenly jumped.
So-
Yeah, that'll be a sudden jump.
My go.
Oh yeah, sudden jump. Right. Jeffrey.
I'm going to try and take an attack at them.
Yes, you are. Make the attack roll.
Oh no, he's not.
No!
Was that a 1?
Yes! I'm not even going to add anything on top.
The arrow just straight up, way out, just disappears off to the river somewhere. Awesome.
That's
Are you
awesome.
moving?
Yeah, I'm going behind any cover.
You're going back inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, behind the gatehouse. Cool.
But by some miracle, you managed to hit a fish.
Guys,
This
you've
fish
got
is
to
just
do
like swimming along and thump, it just
Yeah.
gets speared from the top.
And then a bird just
Yeah.
disappears with your arrow.
Yeah, just why is there a line through that fish? Oh.
So all the goblins across the bridge. There's none in the like castle-y fort area.
No, they're all on the other side.
All right. So the windmill. How far away is that from the other side of the bridge that we're at?
The windmill is a very long way away.
What about the watchtower / keep the 2 goblins are shooting out of?
That one's about 100 feet away. That one's the windmill is further away than that.
Yeah. Okay. And then there's like one goblin going full high noon, walking towards the lady with a snake in the middle of the street.
Yep.
Okay.
That is even further away. That's a good like 300 feet away.
Okay, well, I will endeavour to dash across this climbing route that's still there.
Sure.
I'll see if I can scuttle across that and then make it as close as I can to. Can I get to the watchtower by going through any cover, or would I just have to walk?
You are just going to be running towards the watchtower
No.
over open ground.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm
Wouldn't
going
they not be able to
cross
see
the
them
road.
because it's an arrow slit?
Cross
It's
the road
not
with a
got
normal
very.
move, if I can
Yeah.
do if I can do that, right?
So if you're at the end of the bridge, so to get to the rope is 30 is.
I thought me and you were near the rope.
30 feet of movement. So your movement would get you to the rope, and then your action to climb the rope would get you across the bridge.
In that case, I will go to the bridge, stand by the rope, and just dodge.
Dodge
Just
it?
leave on the spot. Just dodge all these arrows.
What are you doing? I'm dodge. Yeah.
You can't hit me.
What
Can't
does
hit
dodge
me.
do for you again? What
Yeah.
does dodge do for you? Disadvantage
Attack-
against you.
Yeah, disadvantage to attacks against you.
Oh. Question: what sort of cover is there on the bridge? Is it like got wooden
It is-
parapets, or is it just,
It is
or is it just the planks?
a bridge. It is just planks. The bridge is supported by poles beneath the bridge,
Ah.
or was.
I would say, wouldn't it have at least something to stop
No.
you walking over the edge?
The assumption is you're not a twat and don't walk off the edge.
I don't know, those guards back there.
They're shell shocked.
Alton.
I'm still coming out of the.
How
You're
can
coming
it
out
be?
the
I
right
can develop
thing. You
shell
don't
ship.
really know what's happening, although you would have heard them all running because they've all basically just run back inside.
Then again, I didn't make an explosion.
Did they come back inside or did they get round the back? Oh, actually, where are
They were outside the gatehouse, and they've come back through the gates as you're coming around the corner. So you've just seen,
everyone run in?
yeah, and also Hush is doing this on the bridge.
It's a technical manoeuvre.
I'm assuming that in this case we could probably assume that dodge is me trying to hide a little bit, like going to ground or just make it harder to get a shot.
Prone.
You've got a
I
pro
like
on
this
bridge.
idea.
Like,
to get her off.
watching the
Yes.
arrows.
That's a much better image, yeah.
It's like hiding behind your dagger, just sort of. If I can't see them, they won't see me.
I'm going to deflect all the arrows.
That's when I tried to roll for stealth and I thought, oh,
What's going on?
Goblins.
Oh, actually, also you can see Children has an arrow in his shoulder.
what is that, like,
Yeah.
Do I see the goblins?
If you take a step out, they're not difficult to see. Yeah.
Alright, and they're 100 feet away.
Yeah.
I'm going to step back.
Nope.
You just note that. Hilarious.
I'm not going to hit that.
I saw that. Sasha.
Hello. I want to go up one of the gatehouses, up one of the towers in the gatehouse to get a better field of fire on them, and then take a shot.
Bear with me, my thingy is being wobbly. That can't be taken out of context at all. It's not a problem, alright? It happens sometimes.
There's a creep for that.
Never happened to me. Anyways,
I think it's a bit more, then it doesn't go down.
Moving on.
up the gatehouse
Cool.
and ping.
Right, so you which house are you going to?
The one bridge is there. They're off to this side. I want to be up this gatehouse.
Cool. So yeah, you go in, and well, actually, to be fair, you'd see before going in, they're not very big buildings.
That's fine.
So it's in the single-story building, just a very tall single-story.
Yeah, but this.
Although
The
you
actual
are
mock is for the
Yeah,
castle
yeah,
is
so
higher
you're
up
slightly
anyway,
higher.
so we're shooting. It's still
Yeah. So yeah, you can go in and you can just prop up at the window, looking down at the.
exactly.
But there will be like everything to get there. So no attack this turn, just because it
Yeah,
actually is
it's fine.
quite a distance to
Yep.
go. Cool.
Figured as much.
Brooke.
Right, so realising that I had actually had a crossbow the whole time since leaving, apparently.
Yeah, you have a crossbow.
Yeah, I didn't bother looking at my equipment
No,
properly.
you
but,
did not.
So yeah, I look at all these people sort of cowering behind stuff. Go ahead and
Doing this.
call them cowards. Take out my crossbow and shoot them.
Cool. Make an attack roll.
No disadvantage or anything?
What's the? I can't remember.
Because you said
100, 400 for
You
every
said they've got
+5.
half cover.
yeah, it says 80, 320.
That is a disadvantage then. Although you could step forward a little bit and
Wait, so
you'd just be
82?
on the bridge.
I'll step forward.
Be
I
on the
don't.
bridge. Cool. There you go. Make an attack roll.
Okay.
I thought if it's under 80 foot, it's
That's an
disadvantage.
18.
5 or less.
That's an 18 plus 5, so I think I've got
That will hit. Yeah.
So
Straight in through the window into one of the goblins.
D8. 2. Plus 3. So that's 5.
5 damage.
That's so far.
Something.
I assume that was all my movement.
No, it's 20 feet forward. You still got 10 feet to go back and stay on the bridge, but
Now, I'll keep going forwards.
cool. You go stand next to Hush.
Yeah.
Sort it.
Kind of look at him weirdly as he's jiggling around.
All that stuff in a minute. So, gobbos. The two gobbos in the towers.
Actually, I'll stand behind him.
That's
what I was planning on doing.
Weaving in and out.
He's like following
side.
your movement.
If it misses him,
It'll hit you,
might
it'll
hit me,
you.
but I like those odds.
My odds will be better.
That's better than just
So-
standing in the open.
There is a total of 3 people these gobbos can shoot. Someone doing this.
Shoot me! Shoot me!
I'm not standing behind going.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I mean, you're still in a.
No, I mean him.
Him just
No,
going-
I'm just standing there going,
What?
And then
After having
there's-
just watched him shoot you.
yeah.
And there's an
This'll
elf
never
just currently
catch on.
standing there not doing anything. So,
Can't they see him as well? Because he's at
No,
the window.
I'm in the building.
Yeah, but you said
Oh,
you're out the
you must
window.
be able to shoot them, they must be able to see you. Like,
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming at this point I'm still moving towards that window. I'm not
Yeah, fair
there.
enough.
I'm not in position yet.
Yeah, fair enough.
cool. So they are going to. One of them is going to. The one that you shot is shooting you.
Of course he is.
Goblin retaliation. And he will get a 7.
I don't actually need to check that one.
No. So he will miss spectacularly as well. He's a little bit distracted by the fact there is an arrow lodged in him.
As you would.
And then the other one is taking the bait, Hush.
Yes.
That is making an attack at you. So that's a natural 1. So that's a natural 1.
That will not.
Well, it's disadvantage.
Oh, so we've done it twice. So
Yeah, I don't know why. I rolled
You
the
just
second
rolled
one.
2 ones.
No, the other one was a 10.
Oh,
I was rolling
yeah.
to see as a point of interest. So his thing just
Whoa.
just
misses.
way arcs way over the top. And there disappears.
I watch both these arrows fly past us on either side going, sure.
Goblin by the tower
Oh, yeah.
in the middle of the village is going to take a shot at the half elf, I think, and he will miss.
doing well.
And then the other 2 goblins are going to just run towards them because they're stupid. So they're just running straight at them.
A party that outnumbers them
Yep.
3-1.
Yep.
Lovely.
Shields at the ready, scimitars in the hand.
Fair enough.
That's goblin logic.
And now.
I leg it across the bridge and then go across the rope as a dash.
Cool. Across the rope you are. It's not. I'm not going to say it's a dash. It's more just your action to go across it. So it will
Okay.
take. You're on the other side of the rope, but not any further down the bridge than the end of the rope. But that's where you'll get to. Awesome. So we go back to the top. Teledwin. Oh, and Duck just sort of stuck with you.
Sweet.
Didn't do anything else. He just followed you.
Dirt, just
Crying.
stand in front of me.
He stands in front of you, crying.
Stay in front of me. And then I come out and I shoot at one of the slits.
Okay, go ahead. Make an attack roll.
Natural 1.
Wow!
Yay!
We're all
No,
feeling
no, don't say that.
extra
There's a total
capable
of 3
today.
dead fish now.
And then I'm gonna kneel down and be behind Derp.
Alright, you're behind up right now. That is
That's a very
amazingly
well-fed
evil. I
gift.
like it. Alright, Jeffrey.
Go on, roll another 1.
Yeah, I don't really.
You take a step out, line up the arrow, take a shot.
11. Yeah, isn't it?
Plus something.
Where is it gone?
Plus 5 probably.
Oh yeah, it's +5. Yeah.
For total of
That's
16.
Yeah, 16.
16 will hit as it slides through the arrow. Which one are we shooting for? The one that's already been hurt or the unhurt one?
The one that's already been hurt.
Cool, roll some damages.
That's
Yeah, that's a D8.
7
It's
plus.
That is a dead goblin.
Anyway, one of them.
You don't really see because it disappears into shadow, but the goblin doesn't really scream. It's just at the window, and then it's not.
Assuming
But
it's
it doesn't collapse. It just disappears backwards.
Where'd he go?
And then I guess you're stepping back behind the
Yes.
gatehouse. That was right. Cool. Hush.
I will climb across.
Yep.
This time, and then go to the ground. Do another dolphin dive down on the floor. Yes.
It's gonna take you
Is he
you
now
know it
doing the
takes more
dance?
effort to get up.
Is he now doing the dance on the floor?
No, it's the dodge action. I'm just giving it a
Okay.
better.
I'd say not on the floor then.
If he's on the floor, then it's.
It takes
it's
15 to get up.
Yeah.
A dodging. Okay, guys.
But-
Oh yeah,
there
you
go.
can
I'm
just go
dodging.
prone in there. If
And I'm
there's
dodging.
nothing.
He's dodging. He's
Yeah.
dodging. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
but with prone, he has to get up.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna look out.
yeah.
Can I see the ones that are running straight for the other guys?
Yeah, because you're way higher than them. It's quite easy to see them just legging it across the thing, and the other dudes haven't really reacted yet.
Yeah. Sort of like.
Speaking of.
Strong 25 feet forward to shoot the one that's in the tower.
Cool. Make a
Which
attack
should
roll.
put me within 80. Yes! A 7!
Oh,
Plus.
I believe that's +5.
we're not doing well today.
What's your dex?
Yeah, +7. So that's 14.
14. Jeffrey, what was your roll? 20.
Oh, what, initiative?
Yeah.
Yes, 20.
Sweet.
Initiative, yeah.
That's fine. So that's 14. That will unfortunately miss because that just catches the tower.
Yeah,
It doesn't do anything else. From there, I'm just gonna jump back slightly as the half elf on the horse jumps off and will pull out a scimitar and marches a little bit towards the goblins, not quite, and just readies that scimitar to slash them the moment they come in within range. Now we got you are going there. Sweet. Cool. From that, Sasha.
Right, I'm in position now, so hopefully the other goblin's going to get
have
shot.
a pop with that other goblin. Go ahead, make an attack roll.
10.
Plus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Misses. Just goes wide of the tower itself.
I'd like to think the crossbow is powerful enough to go through the wood, but whatever.
The towers are actually made of stone.
What, even the wooden palisade ones?
Because they're not part of the thing, they're just an additional thing. Those are actually made of towers.
There's a palisade and then just some towers.
Yeah. The actual
Yeah.
towers are made of stone.
Well then.
Brooke, what was your initiative again?
8.
Sweet. I have remembered almost perfectly where your guys' initiative are compared to the new people. I've done a very good job there. Brooke!
Right. So I've been left alone on this part of the bridge.
You got people behind you.
Yeah, well. So there's one goblin left in the tower.
Yep.
There is the townsfolk readying, or one of the towns, whoever's just turned up readying an attack
Yeah,
against.
they're all wearing leather armour.
How
and they
many
all have
goblins
swords.
are running towards them?
2 are running towards them and 1 staying away with a short bow out.
Okay. I guess I'll try for the other one in the tower.
Make an attack roll.
That's 10 plus 5. Should be 5. Yeah, 15.
That will hit as it just misses the edge of the tower, slides in through the arrow slit. Roll some damage.
Another 2.
Amazing. So,
So
5 damage?
yeah, another 5 damage.
Awesome. As this one just again burrows its arm into
Does the
the chest of the arrow.
It does the exact same
It
thing.
does the same thing. Perfect. Alright. Then it is.
And I lie down. And I sit down.
You sit down.
Sit. Oh.
Disappointed that it didn't.
Didn't kill another
Sulky.
one.
I just wanna
Following
stop
on
my
from
kill.
there, the woman will pick up a hand crossbow and fire at the two goblins that are running towards the group. As she steps forward and joins the group in the middle. That will hit, I think.
Is that the one with the snake?
Yep. Yeah, that will hit those goblins down. And she is going to do. The goblin goes down. Just straight into the middle of the head. Thunk, and the goblin just clothesline. It's just clotheslined by a crossbow bolt.
I really hope they don't ask us to do anything because they're clearly more efficient than we are.
Being the goblin's turn, goblin in the tower is going to take a shot back at you because you hit it.
Yeah, of course.
But you said you're lying down, so that's going to give it disadvantage. So it's going to get an 11, which will miss. I believe it just hits your scales and just.
Yep.
Past your scales. That's all good. Goblin with the thingy is going to shoot at the woman now because you just see the other goblin get taken out by her. He might hit her.
Watch as the critical NPC dies before us, tragically.
He will hit the goblin. No, the goblin will hit the woman. And the goblin will do
Man, you cannot speak to
that much damage to her. I can't.
Yeah, but this is like particularly bad.
Yeah.
It is awful. I will put it down to tiredness and boredom. Not about boredom at this, just boredom from earlier in the day. She takes that hit pretty well. She's not really all that fussed about a goblin arrow, just yanks it out and throws it to the floor. Then the other goblin rushes straight into the open arms of the dude with the scimitar who just goes, alright, slash, slash.
Goblin logic.
That's the guy with the scimitar. I love goblin noises.
Goblins.
That first one, the first scimitar attack will hit. And the second scimitar attack will hit. And the goblin is going to take.
Dead.
The first lash just across the chest, the second lash comes back and just removes the goblin's head as it just spins up and.
Someone go and put a pumpkin on that.
Anel, it's your turn.
Wasn't there two goblins that were running up to the guy?
One of them just got shot by the.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah,
I
the
cast
dude-
Firebolt at the one in the tower.
Go on, mate, that roll.
16.
That will hit. Just.
I'm sure it is actually 16. I'm pretty sure. Yep, 16.
Cool, make
And
it roll damage.
Got a 1!
Oh.
Goblin is still alive!
Bit
Is
singed.
this the injured one?
Yep.
Yeah. Next hit kills it.
I thought that hit was going to kill it, to be
So
honest.
did I.
Yeah, beat someone that rolled.
Oh, and then I'll go further 30 foot down and get off the bridge.
Cool, yeah, so you're now down at the. Oh, wait, you were trying to shoot. Oh, yeah, no, that's
I
fine.
shot it before walking down
Yeah, cool.
and
You're just-
ducked behind whatever's at the end to hide behind.
There is nothing at the end to hide
There should
behind.
be a post. You said there was a post. I'm sure that we could tie the rope
Yeah.
to originally.
Yeah.
You
but
tied the
post
rope
is
to the
like 2
bridge.
foot.
It's right at the edge.
It's like
So the thing you tied the rope to were the pillars that supported the bridge.
What, underneath?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's literally the only thing there. There is nothing to tie
Okay.
up. So
Alright, so there's nothing at the
There
other.
is no cover because it is just an open village. It's
Oh,
just
and
village.
then I lie down.
Cool. You go down the bottom and just go. Cool. It is then the other dudes on horses
They must have rolled
who
quite
are-
low.
who are going to. All 6 of them pull out light crossbows.
Do you even want to bother rolling?
Yes, I really wanted to
That
survive.
Like this.
Aim at that goblin who's got a short bow on them. The goblin just goes.
It's like a firing line.
Huh?
It's like a firing line.
Yeah, but from a distance away. But Goblin just.
Are they
No, I want you to roll. I want to see if it
Yeah, are they
survives.
stormtroopers? If so, they miss everything.
That one crit.
He could roll a 1.
He's not going to roll 6 ones though, is he?
Well mangled
He
up
might.
there.
It might not hit. It's unlikely, but.
Goblin becomes pincushion and
Alright.
pins to the palisade behind him. Shortbow still dangling in his arm.
Well, that's that dealt with.
So which way was this watchtower facing then?
Also, that's what I was wondering. Cause I was like, am I going to get
so
hit?
the goblin came out the watchtower, so
Okay.
actually came out the base of the tower and was just running around on the floor.
I'm in the other goblin because I should be out of range now. I thought.
Oh, well, right, yeah, we still actually have other things. Teldrin. I was about to end initiative then, but there's still one gobbo left.
How is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's been
The
hit
one
with
is-
a bolt and a 1 point.
A very, very weak
Oh,
fireball.
the cigarette burn
Let's
of the
give it a little
fireball.
burn.
Yeah, it's in power.
Okay, I move forward with Derp in front still.
Yeah. Kicking him.
My body shield. I was gonna say I pick him up, but I wouldn't be able to. Sure, I will fire again. Come on, natural 1. Natural 20. Doing
Oh,
So full
17 damage.
Overkill!
finish him.
You hear a distant
Does it echo?
through that. Yeah. Awesome.
Best natural 20 ever.
After all
No,
that.
no, no. The natural 20 doing an investigation on an empty room does the best one.
Well, I think a natural 20 against a goblin that has 1 HP left is pretty up there.
Oh my god.
I feel like the dude with the crossbow is the first one, and then been like, crit to the face. There's 6 of us. I don't need to crit this. We just need to all of us hit and it dies.
No. You say that. There are 7 of us. It took us 3 rounds to. Or 2 rounds, yeah.
It took 4 of you 2 rounds to kill a 1 hit point goblin. Yes.
We're the best.
That's also when you set the building on fire. Speaking of,
Yeah, but you said it was stone. So how is it? How is it?
no, this is the shop.
Oh, you're talking about the shop.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say.
They hit the shells.
So speaking of, you can now see smoke coming from the door of the shop.
Is it
Oh,
a Costa?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, at least that'll cover up your tracks.
what a coincidence.
And considering there is a goblin corpse in there,
Looks like it
the
looks
goblin made a
Yeah.
small error. Clearly.
They found a tinderbox and went to investigate.
Yeah. So this
And
one,
oil.
the dude with the scimitar doesn't put his scimitar out, just doesn't put it away, leaves it out, and walks over to the woman with the crossbow. The other 6 turn to you guys. Don't put the crossbows away, but have loaded them and are just sort of looking in your direction. The woman and the half-elf exchange a few words, and hello, friends. My accent has changed.
No one knows what it means, so.
Keep going.
Not sure what.
So they're all
Originally
they're
it was
aiming their
Kenna!
crossbows at us.
They're not
Yeah.
aiming at them. Yeah, they've got
But they're
them
loaded.
loaded.
So he actually
and
went with an
they're
accent
aiming,
on
and they're
that.
pointed at the floor at the moment.
Okay, I'll do
Yeah.
the same with my bow.
Yeah, so he looks over and goes, "Oh, friends, you've helped Kayla. What is your business in town?"
Who's Kayla?
She has
I was
the
here
same-
to sell my product.
At
Yeah,
the woman that she did.
Oh, you're across the bridge.
I'm
aren't
a
you?
travelling wizard salesman who sells decorative. It's designed for festivals.
He's not very good with words, clearly.
Not yet, no. No, I'm very early on.
Down, Jordan, just on the floor.
I've stood up now.
I know.
Well,
I'm
they're
still
shy.
sat
We've all
down
stood
at
up.
the edge of the bridge.
I'm gonna climb
I
over
would
the
legs
bri-
out over the edge.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb over the bridge and I'll let Derp climb as well. We won't
Just
throw
leave
him.
them with me. I'll throw them.
I'll throw him over.
You are.
No, I'm just sat on the edge of the bridge. I
Okay,
haven't
Derp,
crossed
go
yet.
first. Go on. Quickly now.
You make a dirt climb across.
What?
Cool.
No!
Oh.
Oh, I don't want him to die.
Are you making dirt climb across the road?
I will tie the rope.
If I get shot because there's a goblin behind me, I'm going
I
to
will
slap
tie
you.
a rope round Derp, and then round me, and then to a post.
Cool. Dirt starts to climb. makes it across fine.
Sweet. Untie the rope. Quicker.
That's not going to end well for you.
He ties the rope one-handed.
Yeah.
Because currently he's unable to use the other hand.
I
Very well.
honestly thought you were
Yeah,
going to make him
you cut his
untie
arm.
the rope that was
Not
actually
that.
attaching the bridge to it.
He
Right.
tied the rope around his waist.
Cool. And then I'll untie it and climb across
Shimmy across,
with
cool.
my arrow arm.
I'm assuming you just.
No, leave it in there.
Yes, you do.
Is he just gonna have one arm that requires more and more
I would assume
injuries?
you've broken the shaft of it off, so it's just the
Yeah.
point left, isn't it? So you haven't got a thing sticking out.
I like it.
It's decorative.
I can hang things on it. It's useful.
I'm assuming you guys are all just sort of. Those of you who haven't yet crossed the bridge,
Yeah,
you're crossing the bridge.
No.
You're just staying.
I'm
up there.
staying in that tower,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna-
just in case.
I'm
I
gonna
told the
go-
last person to come across to bring the claw with.
I'm gonna
Okay.
walk towards
Will do, when I get
walk
there.
towards the woman. Dude.
Woman dude.
Yeah. She has a snake.
Woman dude.
Yeah, woman do it.
Lady.
So as you're doing that, the half elf, as you're making towards it, gets the snake off of Kayla, and sort of attaches like a little a pouch of sorts, sort of yay big, and he slips a letter in there, ties it around, and the snake just flies off.
Oh.
Messages.
Do I know what this is doing?
You can assume it's being
Make
messy.
as
Well,
in.
Like, is he casting? Is it just like a something that's trained to do that, or is it magically
Coerced.
summoned to allow it to do? I don't know.
Make a nature check.
Natural 1, so 4.
Keeps
You
happening.
have no idea. It's a snake. It's a flying snake with a letter around it. Now with a letter attached. That could be absolutely anything. It looked real though.
I tell the guy that we were travellers who were coming to Nightstone on our way to Waterdeep, and that we found the town ransacked and some goblins in there. That we then decided to see if anyone had survived and entered the town and killed some goblins, and then decided to investigate the keep.
Did you find anything of interest?
The lady of the keep's died. There are 4 guards still in there, and my colleague saved your friend here from under a pile of rubble, where she seems to have been stuck for several days.
She's fine.
Friend.
I said my colleague. I said that you are his friend.
He looks to a couple of the fingers. Go close the drawbridge.
Actually changed again.
Yeah.
That went a bit Irish.
it did.
He's a well-travelled
They,
half-elf. It changes
they-
occasionally.
Put their crossbows back on their backs and go over and raise the drawbridge up.
Who are you to this town? Who are you in general, actually?
My name is Zolkin Alessander.
Sweet.
Do I know that name by any chance?
Make a history check.
I might.
That should be like the subtitle, like episode 3, natural.
24.
24. Name means nothing to you.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing to you. They're kind of like, well, we're just travelling as well. We came to find out what happened to Kayla. She travelled ahead of us by a few days, and we lost contact, and we're worried as to why.
Fair enough.
At this point, how bad's the smoke?
I mean, smoke's it's just getting worse.
Are they just having this?
Is the building
friendly
attached to any other
conversation?
buildings?
Fortunately, no. It is just standing on its own. Nothing else around it.
Have you water?
I don't recall there being smoke before.
What's that? Your handiwork?
I'm going to cross the rope
I
at this
think it
point
was a
and start
goblin.
heading towards the fire.
I thought you guys had all, apart from.
No, I was just sort of sat at the edge of the bridge still.
Alright, fair enough.
But
You're
yeah,
just gonna stand in
move
front of the
across
fire.
and start warming myself on the fire.
The remaining humans all put away their crossbows and just seem to sort of visibly relax.
So are they just like, just from looking at them, are they just like normal guards or?
Make a perception check.
Can I do getting on that? Just
Anyone who wants to look, yeah.
That's a 23.
Never mind.
I think you can help.
I will
Make yours as well.
I want
I'm
to
a
check
ways
out
away.
the elf. Is he in any sort of fine?
I got 13.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
19.
Oh, damn it, crit roll
I
dice.
think
Yeah, my dice have been doing great.
Fuck you. 8.
Got to do this. Someone shoot me a piece of paper, please.
Stuff.
So you got a 23, you got a 19.
Yes.
And you were perceptioning to see whether or not they look like normal guards. Or
I got a
Or-
13 by the way.
yeah, just-
Basically, like what their attire is like.
I was saying if, there was, if I recognised any identifying marks was mine.
Cool. They are all wearing leather armor.
just in case.
And it's all sort of not marked in any way. It's just
Not that you can see yet. It's just standard leather armor. Nothing overly fancy. They are the humans have all got scimitars and crossbows and crossbow bolts, and then the half elf has got the scimitar that you already drawn. You can also see he's got like 5 or 6 daggers across his belt as well. And that's what you get. You also get. You two will get this, so bear with me as I work out how to word this so that it makes sense.
That reminds me.
English
Okay.
preferably.
Where's my dagger?
What dagger?
The rope. I tied it to the rope and we were using it to climb over. But it's not there. Did someone pick it up?
How close to the flaming building is everyone?
It's a white.
Everyone's in the
away.
town square, so everyone should just walk past.
All
it.
I
Oh,
saw
okay.
was a claw thing,
Huh.
grappling hook.
When I arrived, there was no rope across it. That's why my claw and rope is there.
Oh well, I guess I'll have to get another one.
As a note, you did notice that the gap was a little bit bigger and the bridge was shorter. Blah, 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 blah. At some point, I might actually do this with actual whispers.
When we have more space.
Yeah. Hopefully it makes sense, and if it doesn't make sense, you can shoot back asking a question of what?
Okay.
Eh?
We'll move with that. Maybe.
Reply
So
to
is this
the-
one each, or are we just both reading this?
Both read it.
Okay.
Who's it going to do?
It is going to Teldrin and Sasha.
So who asked, is this your handiwork then? Was it the leader?
The leader, yeah.
Alexander.
I'll say it's handiwork and points at the, just sort of looks past you and looks at the flames billowing out the
Okay.
the smoke. Sorry, billowing out the thing.
No.
I say I don't think it was,
Yeah.
but we did kill a goblin that had been in, had run in there earlier.
Yeah,
It was almost
so-
dead, so it may have caused something because it was running in there. May have caused a collapse of a flame or something.
Goblins aren't the smartest creatures. Very soon I just saw you do a firebolt at the goblins in that tower, though. But hey ho.
Is there a well?
There is actually a covered well in the middle of the in the town square. Yeah.
There we go.
What do you know of this area?
Push it up.
Not very much. Relatively new. We know it's on the way to Waterdeep.
Where do you hail from?
Waterdeep.
So where you're going back to Waterdeep, or
For now, yeah.
so where were you coming from?
Where are we coming from? Well, we came up from south. We're coming up from Borders Gate. We had some business down in Borders Gate, and we're travelling back.
I explained what we found out about giants attacking the town and the villagers escaping to the northwest, being chased by and got captured likely by goblins.
I'm taking the top off the well and killing them.
Yeah, cool. Look for bucket. Good to know. That looks painful.
That's fine.
I'll have to see your kind around.
She's right. He's just remembered that.
I don't often see your kind around.
I didn't often see your kind. when I was home.
Fair comment. Fair comment.
Although I did see a lot of your kind in the forests. They didn't leave though.
My kind can be idiotic.
I hope you're not.
Not usually. When his scimitar, which he has not yet put away, he sheaths.
Cool. Seems to trust me.
Throw the bucket of water on the fire.
You get the feeling it's going to be more than a single bucket. you've left this burning about 30 minutes.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
know.
stood there
But
warming myself on
you
the
were just
fire.
like, oh, this feels so
I looked at
good.
cold lizard.
It'll
Yeah.
take a bit
Yeah.
more than that.
Am I bleeding a lot or is it just fine?
That's just fine. You take.
Okay.
Did you take this? Did you take the arrowhead out?
I've just gone.
Oh, okay, cool.
Actually, like, what's...
Yeah.
Can I ask an awkward
But
question?
it's it's not bleed damage.
What season is it?
Let's go for spring.
So, yeah, it's cool enough that I'd like to warm myself on the fire.
I throw the water in.
Go. Throw the bucket in.
I don't know if you told us your name, but I wasn't listening. What is your name?
Vulcan Alessander.
Amazing. My name
Yeah, it's
is
Sulking Asunder.
Zolkin Alessander.
Close
What,
enough.
what can I call you fine people? We've already met Kayla, and she was telling me she found that you pulled her out from the rubble.
Yes, I'm Teldrin.
Well met.
I'm an L.
This is Dirt.
Good to know. Why do you have a pet goblin?
He's fun.
We captured
Goblins
him. We
can be
captured
very
him in the
fun.
in the stable, and we were finding out information about where the rest of the village folk have been taken.
He's going to lead us to a cave.
I wish you well on your venture there.
Do you wish to join us?
Not particularly.
What
Would
are
any
you
of
doing
your
in Waterdeep? What do you know of what happened here?
I don't know of anything that happened here. As I said,
Apart from what he explained to you.
apart from, until your friend explained, we were just here to find out what happened to Kayla. She left on ahead and didn't return messages, so we came to investigate.
Okay.
Who are you sending a message to?
It's her. And she was sending the messages back.
No, as in you just put a thing on.
Oh, the snake. We were letting our people in Waterdeep know that we are going to be a little bit delayed.
Oh. Who are you meeting in who are you meeting in Waterdeep?
Why is that of your concern?
I'm curious, and we're heading towards Waterdeep anyway. It's nice to know if there's any local contacts we could talk to.
It's a big city, Waterdeep.
All the more reason to know someone.
I could give you a name that doesn't mean you're going to be able to find them. They're not a very easy person to find.
Fair enough. It may have been that you knew traders, and it would have been useful to know.
Not particularly.
Fair enough.
Is it normal for these parts to have rocks dropped on villages?
What's something I've heard of. This is a new one to me.
Have you heard any rumours about events occurring, not just out of the ordinary, in this area, in various locations?
Not heard anything myself.
What do you know of floating castles?
Sounds like a giant thing to me.
And do the people that govern Waterdeep, are they going to try and stop this at all?
You mean the masked lords? I don't know. I don't interact with them, and I have no insight into how they rule.
Well, clearly you're no use to us then.
That's fine. You say you were going out to secure the villagers.
We were going to attempt so.
I wish you luck in the venture. We'll stay here and make sure Kayla's all right, and do what we can to get the town ready.
Good. So helpful. I'm going to start walking to wherever Dirt said the cave was.
Unfortunately,
At
they
this point,
draw up the
I come down
drawbridge,
the
we
town
can't get
and then
out.
climb across the rope.
Yeah.
It's kind of pissed that I've wasted a bolt.
Yeah.
Pissed that that conversation took too long, and kind of pissed that it didn't go badly.
They're like, I really wanted to shoot them.
Fuck's sake! All right.
Oh, cool.
Just like sulkingly stomp past them all.
Yeah.
Just, like following him in turn.
That's cool. So they the couple of them lead the remaining horses into the barn.
I go and collect a horse.
Okay, cool. There's a horse.
with
Do you know
tack.
how to ride?
No.
Does anyone mind if we take a quick
I was-
rest?
That might be an idea, actually.
I'm pretty sure we're resting
Yeah,
right
let's-
now.
cool,
come
'cause-
join us
yeah.
around the fire.
Short rest.
Okay. Sure.
So,
Yeah.
you guys taking a short rest,
A
yeah?
short rest round the
Liam.
ex-general
Anyway,
store.
What is
now
it? I don't like
arrows are
D10s.
available
They suck.
From these shots that I use within
I
Oh,
asked.
within that fight? No, because your arrows either
Shattered on a wall.
shattered on a wall, killed a fish,
Yep.
killed some goblins, but I mean you haven't gone and checked that tower yet. But it's not a very big tower, so and made of stone. So chances are even if it's got the arrows hit the goblins, but they probably just shattered against the other side of that
Fair
of
enough.
the.
I searched the
tower.
goblins that the guards and new people have killed.
Cool. You're searching those gobbers. Actually, you go to search them, and realise that a couple of the humans have already done it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Uh,
I go to the tower. I go towards the tower to search them because these lot are just doing a short rest.
Okay. So, you're making your way to town. The people lead the. I said about the horses, and then the half elf and Zolkin and Kayla just go back into the inn.
Okay.
So you're going to the tower. You two were heading to the drawbridge,
Mhm.
which is currently shut.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we
we'll have to
open it.
first.
Hmm?
We open it.
up.
Okay, cool. As you're.
I'll take the left tower, you take the right.
Or just
Sure.
shoot the rope.
Yeah, and then it will
It's
flash,
okay,
and then
it's
we'll have
okay.
another bridge. No.
It is a chain.
Chain, not rope.
Oh, chain. Okay. I didn't know how. I didn't know how
I don't
advanced
think you use,
this village was.
you don't
village town.
use rope on the drawbridge.
Well, it depends how big the drawbridge is.
I mean, the drawbridge is like 20 feet long by 10 feet wide.
You can use rope.
You could, but it's not particularly.
Chained.
Yeah.
It's chained.
Fine.
What are the rest of you doing? As you guys make your way to the towers, you make your way to another tower.
Chillaxing.
You're
Yeah, dude,
heating
keep
up by the
exploring.
thingy. You're heating up by the thingy.
We're
Check
going to the
useful.
cave, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean.
Oh,
I
before
still
that, I
have
did
the
actually
idea
ask
of what's in
how
there.
long is it going to take to get to the cave?
Oh right, yeah. A few hours probably.
We'll be able to get there before night.
You're pushing it.
Maybe we should just take a long rest. And
Get
stay
part
here.
way there, take a long rest, or
Night doesn't
or
fit.
take a or stay here and take a rest
Yeah,
tonight.
just stay here, take a long rest. We have a wall.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's
Let's just
safer.
build it.
You occupy one of these houses.
Yeah.
Done.
Probably some
The
beds.
night is better. We can keep to the shadows that way.
Goblins.
Keep
The
out
goblins
of
got
sight.
dark vision. Do I know if goblins have got dark vision?
Make a history check.
22.
Goblins have dark vision.
The goblins can see us
They,
just as
they,
well.
they prefer the dark.
They will not be
And
able
they
to see
prefer
it.
the dark.
They will not be able to see as well as me.
Yes, but we won't be able to see as well as them.
I won't be able to see it at all.
Exactly.
Humans and their stupid eyes.
No, I wouldn't be able to see either.
Neither would Alton.
There we go. We're staying here. Relax.
Where are we going?
Okay, so I go and search that tower to search the goblins, and then I decide after
Turn
doing that
left,
to
yes,
search
off
the
that
rest of the
mountain.
goblins
I mean,
that I've
straight
seen
down
scattered
that road.
I haven't searched yet.
So the only goblins you know of that you haven't searched are the
Ones
three.
with pumpkin heads. The ones
Oh,
I've ever walked
pumpkin
past and
heads, yeah,
seen them.
So you're gonna walk
Oh,
past
And
the
they-
pumpkin head
Exploring.
ones, yeah.
I want to go kill
Yeah.
shit.
I'm going to go fishing if I can.
Hang out, wait till the next
Well,
morning.
And find some fish with arrows.
There
So
might be some dead ones already.
Yeah.
the ones in the tower, you find one of them's got a sack with some stolen utensils, which don't look to be worth anything, and 3 vials of perfume.
I'll take it.
Sounds good, like hush.
And the other
Hush is
one
probably
has
drinking it.
got
It's like,
a stuffed bloodhawk.
Taste of
A
pig.
what?
Stuffed bloodhawk.
What's that?
It's a creature.
Okay.
And a battered copper flagon emblazoned with the grinning visage of a halfling.
Do I recognise that as a symbol of some sort?
It's
Make
of
an
the
investigation check.
of the happy
No, history
hobbit.
check.
23.
It's a happy halfling.
Close enough.
That's all it is.
Okay.
Nothing special about it.
Okay, I leave there and I go and search the ones with pumpkin heads.
Pumpkin heads.
Fine pumpkin.
I've got.
Oh, he sort of started a Mario theme there. I decided to finish it.
No. One of them has a pouch with 4 silver pieces and 3 silver pieces.
Wait, what?
4 copper pieces and 3 silver
Thank you. You
pieces.
said silver and
I
silver.
said
You went
Silver.
silver and silver,
Yeah.
like so 7 in total.
4 copper, 3 silver.
Okay.
And there is a sack in the southwest corner which has a tinderbox, smoking pipe, stuffed teddy bear, and a boxed set of 3 dragon ante cards.
Dragon Ante is a game, I'm assuming.
Yep.
I'll take the box set and the tobacco pipe.
Cool.
No, I've got one.
Awesome. What did that Esther you doing?
Sleeping, preparing a house for a long rest.
Cool.
This is my house.
Can I fashion a spear out of some of the? I'm sure that there's plenty of debris and then at least a piece of sharp wood I can find in the ruins somewhere.
Make an investigation check.
Something that I can make into a spear.
Make an investigation check.
Maybe I'll type.
1.
Despite
Plus,
the-
I have good. I think I have good investigation. I do not
minus.
have
Please
good
be a minus.
investigation. 0. So 1.
1. You'd think you'd find something to make into a spear, but for the life of you cannot find anything.
So I just head to the river anyway and start trying to catch some fish.
You have to go out the city, out the village to get to the river.
It was my understanding that the river runs around it, and it runs around the keep.
Yep. But the entirety of the village has got the wooden palisade,
So there is no way from within the.
apart from at the drawbridge.
I have to and the drawbridge has been raised.
The moment it's raised. You could lower it, but the moment it's raised.
I thought we were
We
lowering
already,
it.
we already lowered it.
Did you go and actually lower it?
That was what I was saying.
Because I thought you were doing that to leave, and then he asked a question before you left about how long it would take, and so I thought you may have changed your mind about lowering it when you realised you were waiting.
lower
here.
it and then go and prepare for bedding down to the
Okay, cool.
I go and, after I've done that, I then go and search the guard towers where they've just lowered it, because I'm sure the guards have to have an armory somewhere in the town.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Scavengers galore.
The
I've got money.
towers just contain a winch to
Okay.
raise and lower the
I
gatehouse.
raise the drawbridge again
How?
with extreme difficulty, doing it slightly, stopping it, going to the other side, doing it slightly.
There are in 2 separate.
Yeah, doing it
You
once,
do it.
then going to the other side and doing it to try and get it
No.
slowly.
No
No,
chance.
two
It
people.
doesn't
Ages
work.
to do.
You start trying to move one, and it just
It would just
doesn't
fall
go.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
To open and lower, you need to have one person on each winch, otherwise it is not going anywhere.
I'm going to give up and go and find somewhere to sleep.
Cool.
Derp, can we trust you while we sleep?
Time up.
Yeah. Bent to a punch.
Okay, I hog time.
Yeah.
What kind of time of day is it?
I mean, I think you got here about midday. You're probably talking
Late afternoon.
Yeah, sort of. Well, some mid-afternoon, probably about 3 o'clock.
Are
I'd
there
say.
any buildings I've yet to go and search that aren't currently on fire?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To be that thing is.
Yeah, no, I'm currently just using it as.
Out of glorious beacon.
Have you ever heard of a pinata, Derp?
No.
You think on that.
As I walk past,
Yeah, there's still a bunch of buildings you guys have got. So
Well, they're all just houses. I assume they've all got the same like worthless shit in them.
yeah, so I mean, there's
Find out.
in terms of places where you could go to find somewhere to potentially sleep. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses that haven't been crushed by rocks, and the inn, and the temple, and
Yeah,
the
I
barn.
picked one of those houses ages ago. This
Awesome.
is mine.
can I go and see where that hole is? Because he said they took a stone.
Yeah. So
I would
right in the
rather-
middle of the town square, it's just it is a size that I currently can't find. There it is. It is It is like 5 foot wide. It's 5 foot square, and it's 5 foot deep.
It's just a hole.
Just a hole.
Okay. Since I can't find anything there clear cut, can I find? Is there anything interesting around that, or is it just a hole?
It's just a hole.
Okay. I decide to go and investigate the windmill.
Okay. You're gonna go look at the windmill. You're finding a house.
Pick one of the 5 houses.
Let's
It doesn't matter
do.
to me. I was going to roll the detail and then went, you know what, I don't know which one's which, so you go for it.
There are actually numbers on them. But you're going to do this one.
Cool. I'm going to
House
look at
number
that
3.
Alright, so that was, well, you're going to look at this one anyway, because you're going to explore all the houses regardless. You're not looking for a place to stay.
Apart from the one I'm in, because I'm going to tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, fair comment. We'll work out which house that is.
Go away!
So you go in, you have a look.
Where's the bike carried?
This one has had
No.
a rod come through the
No.
middle of the house. So they're all like L-shaped houses. This one has come through the corner of the L. And you find in there, underneath the rocks,
Yeah, more crushed humans.
yeah, an elderly human couple.
They're alive?
No, very much dead.
Good.
Very much dead.
Thank God for that.
And there's just a whole load of rubble and stuff like that, just strewn across. But yeah, so and the roof is just given in.
Search the house.
Yes, you are. Make an investigation check.
Come on. That's much better. That's a 17.
13. You go around and push some stuff around. As you're moving some rocks, you hear a slight sound, and a cat with wings flies out from the shadows and flies out the building and just disappears off somewhere else.
Okay.
No. You carry on searching, and you find inside the desk that is not actually trashed. You find like a bunch of wax seals, jars of ink, black scrolls, quill pens, land ownership documents and tax records, and a money pouch containing 32 gold pieces and 17 silver pieces.
Bloody hell. Someone hit the jackpot. Congratulations on your new property.
Land ownership
how
for
much
where? Just in town.
silver, sorry.
Hmm?
How much silver?
17 silver. It is land ownership documents for the village.
For the entire village.
You own the village now.
No. It's various documents to say
I'm
who
not in that
owns
village.
which plots of land within the town.
And we have the convenient forger.
So that's what you have now. So if I've done this right, I think I should probably do this about now. Let's have you guys all level up to 2. Awesome. So, we back from break. You don't know that it get cuts out.
Smooth.
Yeah, basically. Everyone's level 2. All done the levels up. We'll shoot it off camera because it's easier. And you guys were just readying up to chill out in the town for a few hours before the next day to head over towards the hills and the cave. And now you're heading towards the windmill.
Da.
So now you got the windmill. You can see the little hill that is on is like very muddy. There's quite clearly goblin footprints that have gone up and come back down. Just 2 sets. But yeah, there are some like wheat the wheat bales. Wheat.
Yeah, I think. So I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. There is actually a name for it. It's not bales, but let's go with
It's basically
bales.
where you collect it like
Bushels?
that, and it's just
That
bushel.
one.
That is the correct yes.
Wheat bushels. Begins with B.
I knew it. I knew that applied for apples. I didn't know whether it applied for wheat as well.
Yeah.
It's very close.
That's pretty
to
certain
Went with
it's wheat bushels. If we're wrong, just comments correct or Google later because it's going to bother me.
Google.
So yeah, so there's some wheat bushels and giant cogs and grinding stones and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Not really anything else inside there.
I'll have a look around anyway. See if there's anything interesting. closer look around at least.
Investigation check.
I got 11 plus. Investigation plus 4, so I got 15.
There is nothing to find.
I go and decide to search some of the houses anyway, as well.
Right. You're going to a house that is not smashed. So, how far into the village do you want to go? Do you want it to be?
Well, you said the houses are numbered, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I pick house number 3.
3 it is.
Correct term, hold on.
It's that one. Which is this one.
What one did Nathan search in the end? Which number?
Not one of the numbers there because he's searching all the houses, not just the ones that are undamaged.
Okay then.
And you don't know which one that was.
Okay then, fair enough.
Because you went to windmill and weren't
This
paying
is
attention
true.
at that point. So this one's over by the pumpkin patch. So 2 goblins. The door's open. But nothing particularly in there. It's all been ransacked, but relatively undamaged, and there is a nice little head. So claimed. This mine now.
This is mine now.
This is
Has
mine.
this.
Awesome.
I'd like to go look for some rare herbs.
Herbs.
Wonder what that could be for.
Make an investigation.
You got your dice.
All the D20s are gone.
Roll a 1.
16 plus 2, I think. 1, so 17.
I'm assuming you're looking in the inn.
Where I would think there would be food, so yes.
I just wanted to check. You know, the DC gets different. If you're looking in the graveyard, it's a hell of a lot harder to find rare herbs. Rare herbs.
Rare herbs.
Rare herbs.
Because it's a fucking hatred.
You will find what you need inside the kitchen.
Cool.
Takes you a bit of time to rummage through all the cupboards. And you know there wasn't any in the sack that you just left there with the dead goblin, but you do eventually find some rare herbs to use.
Cool.
And some fine food that isn't yet arrived.
Did I try a bit of the blue bubbling potion? Oh yeah, dirt.
We
bit.
got
That
dirt.
did, and he went, "Oh, I
Yeah.
feel good," and that was all you got.
And then you
He's not
slide.
died yet.
No, it's live.
Good time.
Yeah.
I think this is a
Keyword there
good,
was
good
yeah.
thing. We should
Did
keep
you?
him.
He hasn't
well,
spat out blood or
we
anything
should keep
like
him
that.
for the whole campaign.
Did you yes? Did you cut his arm before
Give him
or
some
after
arm.
he had the potion?
After.
Oh, unfortunate.
We should give him some armor and shit as well.
No.
Yes.
Give him the
Because
dwarven
they might
dwarven
die.
chainmail.
Well, I mean, he's still in leather armor. Because
I
I'm
mean-
assuming you haven't stripped him.
No,
No.
he weaponed him.
Yeah.
I wonder
So-
if Derp will level up.
Roll
We can
standard
end- we can
die.
have it-
Everyone.
I don't know what you're expecting from me.
NPC.
Goblin NPC that will level up with us.
If it does, you're not going to know. Those stats will stay here with me, and you will have no idea what he's doing.
It would be amazing.
He's gonna become an assassin shout.
Against
Fuck
you.
you up. To really fuck you
He'll
up.
get revenge.
That's for slitting my arm, bitch.
Twice.
Hey, he's
Ah,
he's
You're
my,
not crying and whimpering and shitting yourself. What the
Thanks
fuck
for the blue
happened?
potion.
Although he'd probably stab me, like, proud of you.
You have earned my respect.
You are
Now
free.
you die.
Shwink! That's what my respect gets you. Death.
Quick death.
Swift death, yeah, a painless death. Right.
Derp is then sad that he doesn't get to get a painful death because he's come to enjoy it.
He's starting to become drow.
And now,
Yes.
which house would you like to look at? 1, 2, 3.
Not 3.
Wait. 1, 2. These are just a different set of numbers.
Oh, okay.
Because you're already looking at ones that are intact, but you're searching for
Any
stuff.
house.
So you're looking at any.
How many houses are there? I'm gonna roll a dice.
I am counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Number 1.
Awesome.
That's out of the way.
Yeah.
Number 1 would be
What is
the first house that Brooke went into.
Okay.
You go in there and it is ransacked and shit's all over the place, but there is nothing of worth.
Okay, I got such a different one.
Cool. What is everyone else doing?
Fishing.
That's to search the inn for anything
You're
else.
fishing how
Other than
again?
birds.
If you go-
Well, I
so-
couldn't find a
With his
spear,
face.
so I just went to try and do it lizard style.
Did you get someone to open the drawbridge for you?
They
They left
said
it open,
was
remember?
left open.
Oh yeah, you guys went and opened it. That's right. So you go across the drawbridge, and you are fishing. Make a survival check
Oh God.
to a fish.
That's a 17 plus.
Expecting way what you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh please, I've survived.
Yeah,
Plenty
no,
of time.
just
Plus 5.
22.
22.
Over the course of a few minutes, you collect a nice bounty of 6 decent-sized fish.
Well done.
And away.
Great.
Sort of. How about
No, nice.
Making sure they're all dead and they're not going to wriggle away, and then carry them
that?
back.
Well, I mean, assuming you know what you're doing. You eat fish all
Yeah,
the time.
that's the only thing you ever
I
eat.
skewer them on my sword and
Yeah.
take them back to the flaming house to roast them lightly.
Yes, you do.
fucking A.
I enjoy
Hush
my
and
fish.
delivery.
Well, I'd like to search the inn for anything but herbs.
All of it but herbs. I wish everything was here. Specifically, what are you looking for, Jeffrey?
Magic sword.
There probably won't be any ammo, but just in case, but anything of value, maybe.
Make an
Anything that stands
investigation
out.
check. Make an investigation check.
5.
There ain't shit here.
Yep.
There's some potatoes on the floor.
There are some herbs,
And herbs.
There were some herbs.
but common ones, not the ones you were after.
Yeah, the really boring ones.
Hush.
I suppose whilst Anel had gone off to go check the windmill, and whilst what's your character called, Nathan? Alton. Whilst Alton was searching one of the first houses, I'd like to raid some houses too.
Cool.
Like some valuables, like around.
Which house are you going for? I'm assuming not his house.
If he's gone into that one, I'm going to assume he's taking everything
Yeah.
that's of any value whatsoever. So yeah, so I'll go into one of the later houses.
Cool. Do you wanna go for a crushed house or an open topped house? Not open topped house.
I'll go
An
for-
intact house.
I'll go for an intact house.
Huh?
Intact house.
An
is what
intact
I was
house.
gonna
Cool.
do.
And I'm assuming you're ignoring his house as well.
I mean, I could check it.
Huh?
I could check it. I mean,
You at this point you're left at the same point, so you would have seen him go. You could go check it actually. You've
What
just
sounds
you've
does
seen
he
him
hear
go
from
into
him?
it. You have
Yeah,
seen
I
him
like
go
moving.
into that house. So let's
Yeah.
give you.
let's give this house a shakedown.
Let's give you this one.
No, I probably would be like preparing the fire and stuff at this point.
So
Making it livable.
this one. You get to the door where you think as you're making your way through, you can see that the windows are shuttered and locked, and you can see the door has got row upon row of ornate runes burned into it.
Burnt into it.
Yeah. What languages do you speak?
I speak common and orc.
Cool.
Best
They
language.
are pretty runes.
Nice. Hey, this looks like a house of value. So
Yeah.
I will go in through the window.
Cool.
But they're shuttered and locked.
They are shuttered and locked.
I will quickly. So they're locked from the outside, or I could access a lock from the outside.
You could probably you got these tools. You
I
could
have
probably,
these tools?
Yeah,
I'd like
you
to
could probably.
utilise
This
these
is what
tools.
they're designed to do.
Yep.
So you're gonna try and have a go. Make a dexterity check add your proficiency or whatever it is. I don't know what
Like
your
that.
expertise is.
Yep. So that will be.
Tools give you advantage on this.
Hmm?
Didn't tools give you
Only if
advantage
you
on
have
that?
proficiency in the tools.
Oh, okay.
No, tools don't give you advantage. You can only use a tool if you are proficient in them.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
sweet. Okay. Well, in that case, I get.
So what's your expertise in?
I have expertise in both stealth and intimidation.
Cool.
Those
Yes.
two-
Standard.
That makes sense. Yes, it's your dex and your proficiency bonus to this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got a 9, unfortunately.
Total.
Does that mean
Well, I rolled a 4.
He rolled a 4.
Oh, unfortunate. You give it your best shot, but you don't seem to be able to quite catch the lock on this window. It's
Okay.
just you're not getting it.
I mean, I probably yell at it a bit. I don't know if this
Yeah.
the intimidation probably doesn't work quite so well
No.
as I hope.
Is this happening at the same time I'm in the other one?
Yeah.
Do I hear him from the top of the hill?
Open those for you.
So I'm assuming that's where I'm on my way back from at this point.
No.
You're on the
You're
other side
searching
of
a windmill and you're going to shake his house down that he's already been through.
Actually,
And I've
there's one
just
he'd
got
been
to
in,
the
he said. I
front
thought he
door.
said.
I've just started the lock. Like, in that case, I'm going to try a different method of entry. Is there a back door?
There is no back door, unfortunately. There is only one door. But you haven't tried the door. You've only tried the window.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'm just going to have to try to go through the front door. Is
Cool.
this front door locked?
It is also locked.
Oh boy. Well, I'd like to try and unlock the door if possible.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check. Or thieves tool check.
Oh man, it's with all. Oh, so that's actually much better.
Yeah.
So 3, 22.
A few seconds pass, you get that lock, and you are able to open that door.
Yes, I'll give it a push open.
Yep.
And I'll just like call in like, anybody home?
No response.
Just how I like it. So then I will go in through the front door. And where do I get smitten down from by these runes on the door?
Nothing happens.
Just what do I find? Just a hallway entrance? Do I go
Yeah, it's
straight
just
to
a.
the lounge?
Well, yeah, it's a very more yeah, like a foyer. It's not a very big cottage. I say a foyer. It's like a dining room slash
Open
entrance
plan.
room.
Single
Yeah.
floor? Two
Single
floors?
floor room. Yeah, building rather not room.
Okay. If
There is another room off from this one just to your
Can I
left.
see a study area or anywhere with a chest, anywhere that valuables might be kept?
Make an
water
investigation
room.
check. There is a total of 2 rooms in this place.
Oh man. That will be a 15 negative 2, so 13.
Cool. You walk into
Use
the other room,
intelligence.
and there is just a chest
Excellent.
sitting
that's what
against
I'm
the back
looking for.
wall in the other room,
That's what I'm looking
at the
for.
bunk at the base of a bed.
Okay, I will see if I can open the chest.
It is
locked?
open.
Oh, it's open. Nice, even better.
And it swings open,
Mm-hmm.
and inside there are 2 things.
Yeah.
There is a golden symbol that I need I don't know if it's in there. I need the Sword Coast Adventurers guide.
Hold on.
I'm pretty certain it's in this one. If I have remembered correctly. Sweet, I have. So, it looks.
Jordan, pass it.
No, but let me see the name.
Oh, well, yeah, just spin around, spin around.
Pass it this way and you can actually see it from a closer distance.
So
It
the one
is-
in the bottom left corner.
That's
Oh,
that,
man.
that brand symbol there.
So what, like 3 triangles?
3
next to each
triangles.
other?
The middle one's got is a hollow triangle.
Is that like stuck to a key or something?
It is sort of. It's like a brooch or something. So there's links behind it, and it is made of gold.
Oh, gold, you say?
Yep.
That's the key word. There we go.
You don't know what the symbol is though.
Yeah, okay, so I have no clue what the symbol is. I'm probably not smart enough to recognise this symbol or learn it enough. Well, no, I'm not going to try. I'm a street urchin. I haven't learnt these things. I can barely read, so I will probably it's made of gold. Just pick it up with my bare hands.
That's
and
fine. You pick it up.
Nice. Okay. And how heavy is it? Weighty? No,
It's not overly weighty. It's a couple of pounds.
Okay. Is it like a small stick, or is it like an emblem?
It's
Is
like
it
an emblem of sort. It's like it's got the 3 triangles, and then there's just like golden bands that link the triangles together, and it's something you can just very easily fits in one hand.
So what do I think this might be useful? Looking at it, like, is it some kind of badge, some sort of stamp? Some
Make an intelligence check.
I actually have proficiency in this because I'm a thief.
Your intelligence checks.
Intelligence checks, thief.
That's saving
And
throw.
Oh, that's
oh,
a saving throw.
oh,
Yeah.
boy. Well, I
Yeah,
wish.
the
Well,
blind.
even then, that's actually pretty decent. So 12.
12.
14 sounds too.
It looks like You're not really sure what it would be used for, but it doesn't look like a stamp or a brooch or a pendant or anything like that. It's something that fits very nicely in your hand, but that's about as much as you can work out from it.
Right, and it fits very nicely in my bag.
Yes.
What's the,
Yeah, it does
what's
that
the
as well.
second thing you mentioned that was in there?
There is also a healer's kit in there as well,
Yeah, that's I'll harvest that as well.
and a vial filled with like a vibrant red liquid.
Tasty. I will pick up this vibrant red liquid and put that in the bag. Three things.
There's a total of 3 things, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can't count anyway, so yeah, there were 2 things. In
There were 2 things in there.
Some
A roll of 2.
Nice. And with that, I think I mean, I couldn't see any other chests. Couldn't see anything value. I'm not here to
Nothing
like
else in
steal
there.
his food from the kitchen, so I will probably leave and make my way down the street to the next house. Merrily
Awesome.
whistling.
Now we have a blue and a red pill.
You're cooking fish, that's fine. You're finding your herbs. You're
Preparing a fire, looking at the vegetable patch outside.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, you're just getting yourself ready for the
Just
night.
settled in.
Um,
Telling anyone that tries to look in the house to fuck off.
yeah. Do you open the windows and everything? Where are you going now?
Next house.
So you went to that one. So the next nearest house to you. You get to the door and there's
Fuck off!
making a fire. You're like, sweet, I'm not going in that one.
None of that noise, thank you.
Yep.
You could always take his vegetables.
I could always stab him in the back, but
I will win in that fight.
Like,
Aren't you more of a ranged talk
Yeah.
though?
I don't think you'd win.
If he's in close with a sneak attack.
Yeah, but with my hit points and everything, I'm still a tank.
how many hit points do you have?
19.
He has 18.
It's not that many.
2 rounds.
Yeah, that's 2 more than me. And I'm a thief. Like,
Yeah, you have 1 more hit point than me.
So now, which house? I suppose you'll go to the next nearest house to you now.
That doesn't look like it's been. Yeah. I would
Well,
confuse that.
you're only looking for intact houses, aren't you?
Actually, I was going to any at this point.
Cool. So the next nearest house, you walk across like a small little
I can
farm.
do 1 round if I roll max damage.
And it doesn't look like one of the others is searched because I'm apparently I should be able to see at least 1 or 2 of them walking
Yeah.
around at this point, looking.
Max damage for
Maybe.
no,
No search.
do 19 hit points.
What's your race?
Nope, not from where you
I
are.
think 2 rounds.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, search next house.
So it'll be minimum of 2 rounds.
Yes, because actually there's conveniently a big large fire between you and the others.
Conveniently, yes.
Just
Convenient,
the order
that.
you picked. Hey, you picked the
Yeah.
house.
I just rolled a dice for it, actually, but.
Yeah. And then you go to the next house, and they're just on the other side of the fire. So it's just a burning
Right.
building between you and houses now.
Yeah.
So you walk across this large one, which is just grows lines upon lines of wheat. There's a couple of rocks that have embedded into the wheat farm. Then you go inside the house. The house itself has had a rock go through the top of it, like a section of it is destroyed. You go in and it's all just sort of ransacked, torn down, and then just a big pile of crap in the middle of the room.
No, I investigate anyway to see if I can find anything
Make
about it.
investigation check.
I got a 15. Yep. I got a 16.
Awesome. There's a big pile of crap, and that's about it.
Move on to the next house.
Awesome. Hush. You're going to go to the next house, I assume.
Yes, please.
Are you looking for intact houses or just demolished
Stay on the
houses?
same street. If so, I'm assuming that if there's like
There is a house literally next door that's just partially destroyed.
well, how partially destroyed? Like what is that? If it looks completely shreked, I'm just not going in there.
I mean, if you could count, you'd probably give it like a third of the house is gone. But there is still an untouched room.
That's enough to roll from.
The thing is, that untouched room could be a kitchen, it could be the toilet. You know,
It could be the
whatever.
vault.
But when there's like a nice, rich, still standing house elsewhere, I think I will save Scotland through the dirt for other people when I'm I'm going to go for the
Smaller
big
big
time, the big score. So
Hey,
on to the next.
If
So
you
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 go
go
to the
gold
next-
for me, that's fine.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll look through the town bank.
I'm so
Cool. So you go to the next one. This one has got a potato and turnip garden out back. In the middle of this potato and turnip garden, there is a rock with a human male underneath it, dead.
Okay, yeah.
Just a bit of intestine strewn across the garden, where the rock has just gone straight through him and crushed him.
So is he like cut in half, or is his back half covered under the rock roll?
In fact, it is. You can see his head and his arms, and you can see his feet.
Okay, so I can't pickpocket him because they're like his pockets are quite.
His pockets are probably under the rock.
Okay, yeah.
You can attempt to roll. You can attempt to roll that rock off.
Where's your shovel now?
I'm not going to show off just yet. I'm going to leave it solidly on the side.
But the actual door to the cottage itself is open. You step inside and the whole place is trashed. It's just completely turned over.
Goblins. Is there a chest that has not yet been opened?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20, but that gets lowered to 18, I believe. Oh no, it's
Perception.
20 on the dot. Perception.
20 on the
yeah.
dot. There is no unopened chest.
Yeah.
Everything of value has been taken.
So everything gone. Yeah.
Orton, moving on to you. You head to the next house. As you head to the next house, you see Hush come out of it. Hush goes to the slightly trashed house, looks at it for a few seconds, then walks away to another one.
As I'm going past
One of my
said
abilities, I
house
can
that
get
he's
back.
clearly just raided, do I notice
So
the
they need to lure the pet.
symbols on the door?
Did you close the door on your way out or leave it open?
Yeah, I close the door.
GP
Make sure
And
it doesn't
yes.
bite things out of the way.
Check
Very
languages.
Yeah, have a quick gander at your languages.
What's happening? I missed that.
He's checking
I'm
the.
checking if I know languages. I know Halfling and Common.
Look,
I
it's
don't
a
know Elven.
bunch of ornate symbols.
I'm gonna frog leap him and go for the next one.
The one that he's ignored.
No, I'm going to frog leap him and go for the one after. So he's stopped. He's gone out of that one as I've come. He's gone to there. I'm going to go round and go for the
No,
next
so
one.
the very next house is the one that's trashed. He's looked at that one, ignored it, and gone further.
Yeah, and he's
Alright,
going.
then I'm gonna
He's
go-
going for the one after the
and
one
then
that he's
round.
just gone to.
Cool. So the next one over is over past the barn, and is from where you are probably going to take you a few minutes to get over there.
That's the next closest one, other than the one he's going to go into.
Yep. Or the trashed one.
Fuck it. Wait, he didn't check the trash.
No, he looked at it and went nah. And
No,
walked
sorry.
off
Yeah,
the
go
other
on then. I'll check it anyway.
That's why it's
Yeah,
like
no,
he ignored
yeah.
that one.
I'll check.
Looking at this house and getting the distinct feeling that no one has checked it before, he then loots it.
My
Yeah,
loot
it's like-
sense.
So the question is, how upset are you going to be depending on what he finds in there?
You won't know.
Yeah.
You won't know, but he might be pissed.
So
I mean, yeah, I mean you as in rather than Cat.
yeah, so you go to this thing. Make an investigation check.
That's an 11. Yes, 11.
Excuse me. This place again trashed. Again, a room destroyed. You have a look around. You get the sense that there were children here. There is a body under the rock. It is not a child body.
Shame.
It is a male halfling
Oh.
underneath the body, underneath the rock.
Anything valuable?
Not that you have been able to see.
It's like, oh dear, dead people. Are there any treasures?
Well, they don't need them anymore. Yep.
Yeah, but again, it's been pre-ransacked by gobbos.
Fair enough.
Gobbos got here first.
Fucking comments.
Goblins will do that to a town.
Mm.
Particularly one that's got no one in it.
Ranger things.
Just Ranger things. Which is a goblin. Just Ranger things.
You two are going to get along very well, I feel.
So did Fulton come the way that
Oh,
I was
yeah.
working towards? If that makes sense.
So you started. So I just picked a random house for you to start at.
Yeah.
You've
shouldn't
gone
you,
up the
like,
left,
outside
and he's
in
just
the
started
house
like
that
down
you
at the
like?
keep and has made his way up.
I haven't gone in the
So I
house.
think
It's okay,
I
fine,
might
draw
behind
me.
you going up.
So wait, so am I now heading down the way that he has been from, or am I?
No, you've gone across.
We're both moving up the same street, the same direction, and I'm just a couple of houses behind you because I started right at the end and you started a few houses in.
Well, in that case, if we're going the same way, I'll just hang with you.
Oh, well, yeah,
I'll
no,
communicate using thieves' camp. I'm gonna say.
Other than that
Honest as
being
the day
a
is
written
long.
only language.
No, it can speak as well. It just takes 4 times longer to say it in ThievesCon than it does normally.
Alright, let's do it.
Honest as the day is long.
Indeed. Let's line our hands, my friend.
Cool. ThievesCon happening there.
Move on to the next house.
I go get dirt from wherever I left him hogtied because I forgot him. So he's just been hogtied by the drawbridge.
Yep. He's just sitting there crying.
I just passed him for a whole bunch
He's
of
just walked
fish.
back and forth in.
Yeah.
I walked up to it and left.
I just forgot he was
There's a little bit of blood on his face where his arm is ripped onto him.
Right, I cut him loose.
Okay. He
Like I
Just like that.
Fully uncut him.
Yeah, he just flops to the ground and
Yeah.
sort of curls up into a fetus.
Right,
Into
come
a
on then.
fetus.
Get up. We're finding somewhere to sleep. Right, you won't get tied up anymore. Although if you cross me, you know what happens. Yeah, good. Stop crying. Otherwise, the same still happens. Right, let's go.
He crawls.
Oh, for God's sake, stand up.
He stands up.
Did you find anything anywhere, any good places to loot around here? Did you hear anything from your other friends? Well, were they your friends? Come on, think quicker.
I was in the head off.
Very helpful.
Was hay.
Well, hey. We're gonna have fun. And then we go into a house. And that's all you know.
Right.
The door just goes.
And
As a goblin scream.
you hear
With
goblin,
a hat on the end of it.
you'll hear goblin scream.
Am I
With
done
a tie on
stuffing
the
my
door.
Face?
Huh?
Am I done stuffing my face with a fish?
Sure, yeah, you can be done
Wait,
stuff.
what's it now?
Player 3 has entered the
Uh,
game.
You have to cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the fire at the
I
house
presume there was
and I
that.
literally just stuck my sword in.
You haven't
Don't
found
you have to
it
go
yet.
and such first?
Really?
I know,
It's not on the
wizard.
bar.
Yeah, you don't need.
There isn't really a bar. It's more just a
Still stand by
kitchen
that.
and a dining room.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'd like to go to behind
Specifically?
the church where that
Yeah.
sealed up bit was
Yes, you
and
do.
take my crowbar
Yes.
and try to wedge it open.
Come on, zombie lord.
If we end up having to fight a lich,
Oh yeah, the lich, this tiny little town.
Make an athletics check.
Okay, I'm pretty sure a crowbar gives me +4 to this.
No, crowbar just lets you open this.
I'm okay.
For this particular thing,
Let's do this.
there are certain things you can only do with a crowbar.
Oh dear.
What'd you
Yes.
roll?
So that's a 4.
A total of 4.
Yeah, that's a 4.
You're pushing and pushing, but there is nothing.
that house is not coming down.
That door
It's
is
not a house,
not
it's-
opening.
It's like a sealed crypt.
Yeah.
Grant advantage on strength checks to leverage.
Oh, go ahead. Make it with advantage then. Roll another one.
2.
I try and help you.
So that makes a total of 5.
Yes.
You try and try
One more!
and try.
One more! It's something.
This sealed door is not opening. You might need some help from someone else.
Okay, you had
have to go and
the
find them.
battering ram thing.
I identified a battering ram in the building.
You didn't
that
take
was
it.
Quite burnt down.
You didn't take it. I'm sure you said you took it. That's why I.
I was like, does anyone want me to carry this?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Well, no one said anything.
No, it's
That
in
battering
there.
ram is now in
It's now
flames.
cinders.
Regardless, I'm going to find you anyway,
Ash is
believing
ash.
that you might have had it because you said something about it. So I'm going to find whatever house he's snuck into.
You have to search for a
as,
while.
As you make your way back to the town hall, the town square, it's quite easy to see them. The fire's
So-
starting to die down.
They're ducking between houses and
Actually, I say that, and the fire is not starting to die down. It's right.
It's a building.
strong.
It's
In a couple of minutes, it's
going
gonna
to
be a while.
It's just hit the lantern oil.
Like, we can come back from the caves with all the villagers, and that'll still be on fire.
I mean, at least they'll have something warm and shelter.
Yeah, exactly. You've been in the cold up
Hey,
there.
you don't have a roof, but there's flames.
Hey, it's not a house.
Plus, this was a global corporation that was sucking all your wealth away anyway. So fuck it. You're better without it. Trust me.
So, yeah, you'll spot those two easy enough. They are more or less, they're like 20 feet away from the fire as well. So.
Ah, you found the baby's first lockpick. A resourceful man, I like it. I'll turn to Alton, who's with me, and be like, the shop's open for business. Do you want to peruse?
Is that indeed
That
cool?
seems kind of,
Yeah. I'm gonna take that as open door.
yeah, just like, try
Yeah.
to steal everything.
Yeah. Yes. No, I see a good selection of interesting artifacts.
There will be a mighty fine deal.
I'm standing here quizzically,
What?
These land
contemplating
lubbers are crazy.
bludgeoning him with this crowbar.
We're just talking what to you would seem as gibberish.
Yeah, essentially, it makes no sense.
Are you gonna bloody help me with this thing back at the church or what?
I'll roll up my imaginary sleeves and flex those big guns and be like, oh yes, lead the way.
Great.
Cool.
Let's get going.
You guys are making your way back to the crypt. Are you following to the crypt?
Hell no.
You're like,
I'm gonna clear the last house. Then I'll come to the crypt.
Last time, there's many houses. I think
Are
there was
we not
13
standing- are we not
houses.
standing next to a house that we can get to raid.
you're making your way. Well, I mean, you'd be making your way over to one because it's the one. That
Oh, is it the one that's on the way? No, I know.
Yours is the one.
No, I thought we were standing next to one that we get to break into.
No, you just did like a collection of houses that are next to each other, and then the rest are just bleh.
Nope, with those guys.
Right. Once again, we'll try to open the
Who's actually
crypt.
trying to open
Not
it?
me.
I think I'm the strongest here.
I'll try.
The orc.
You'll try?
Damn right. Yeah.
Go on, make
Please be an orc with less strength than you think.
Yeah, to you.
I gestured, do you want to try the...
I take that
crowbar.
straight off you, and I'll.
let me.
jam it
I need
in
to
the
know what's
door.
going
You
on
can
as well.
have a look, go on.
No.
No, what are you looking for? No. That one.
That's and I'll ram that into the crypt and get this place.
I don't like where this is going, but...
You get advantage with it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
advantage.
So, unfortunately, with all my pushing, pulling, I only got an 8.
Wow, this thing's
Not
impossible.
very well. An 8 total.
Nice. Yeah.
That's made even better.
You're hopeless with this thing. I'll steal it back off you. Can I try again? Or is it...
Go ahead. You could.
I'll help.
I get advantage anyway, but okay. Yes! 13 plus... plus
3, I think you said.
3 because
No.
it's
Yeah,
athletics,
3.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's athletics.
So that's...
So 16.
Yeah, 16.
That's just
And-
a small halfling going.
Finally,
I'm
with
helping.
the sound of metal scraping on stone, the unpleasant sound.
Oh, the Fallout vault door open.
Took way too much effort.
The stone ceiling door is busted open, and just the slab just in front of the crypt.
Great.
What can I see with my
Inside, there is a stone bier upon which rests a wooden coffin.
I light up a torch from my explorers.
Okay. I mean, you can see.
Oh.
It's not a very.
Is it dark enough that I wouldn't be able to see?
No,
my-
it's not very big. This is literally all that's in it. So there's enough light coming in through the door. To
So
be able to see.
my pleb vision isn't detrimental.
Pleb vision.
Let's face it.
Quite funny.
Yeah.
Head vision.
Great. Let's crack open this coffin.
Wait, what is a coffin?
There's a coffin
Yeah,
in there.
This is a
wooden
coffin on
coffin
top
in
of the, like this stone raised plinth.
I'm gonna check that for traps.
Make your
It's
investigation.
a coffin.
God, that's a big chest.
Natural 20? For a total of
Investigation?
Yep.
21.
there are no traps.
Thank God for that.
That's a big chest.
I'll give it a knock on the top. Anyone home?
No response. Definitely wouldn't.
Break that thing open. The crowbar went open.
No, cool. It's actually not that difficult to do. It just cracks open.
And I grab the first shiny thing I see.
There are no shiny things.
Oh.
Inside are
Spiders.
just skeletal
thousands.
remains and a tattered burial shroud.
Ah.
Is there anything else in the crypt?
Nothing that you can see. Essentially, this is it.
Wow.
Well, that's disappointing.
Tattered remains and a burial shroud. What is a burial shroud? Just the clothes he was wearing? Just
No,
the
it's a
wrap he
sheet
was
that
in?
goes over the person they wrap them in.
Yeah.
What time of day is
Generally.
it now?
I mean, this is it's getting towards late afternoon now.
Actually, now leave the paper.
I will take his skull.
So take a skull.
Put it in my bag.
Is it still got skin, right flesh on it?
One human skull to your backpack.
To be honest, he wasn't the only one considering this.
Oh my god, really?
Well, I'm fairly sure a lizard folk, you could just gnaw on the bones for a bit.
Well, at least you can practice
I do
ventriloquism
more than
now.
gnaw on
That's
the
what I was
bones.
trying.
Anyone else taking anything?
I'm not at that crypt, I'm just
Yeah,
searching the
no.
houses still.
Well, I mean, I assume it was like a human body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you taking anything?
I'm not.
No,
No. Cool.
there's nothing, anything interesting there, so
Cool.
wander back out. Disappointed.
As you guys wander back out,
Oh, great.
What did I say? Blue?
Oh God, that's worrying.
A blue dot appears on the back of Hush's
Oh,
hand.
purple.
It's just like,
A purple
Right?
form with
That's very worrying.
humanoid form with white hair that is streaming up around it, and white light coming from its eyes and its mouth when its mouth opens, appears in the doorway.
excellent.
I need Hush, Alton, and Brooke to roll initiative, please.
Nice.
Where is the graveyard in regards
yes.
to where I am?
It's-
Like, would I be able to look out the window and see this going
On
on?
the other side of town.
Awesome!
Well, I mean,
Who's this going to?
You're in the inn.
Liam.
You Brent's close, but you won't be able to
Rose,
see it.
pass
Pass it to Liam.
You guys are dumb.
Oh yeah. I'm not the one who stole the skull.
You did break into the tomb though.
You're stupid.
Awesome.
you opened the crypt.
Who
We opened
got
it.
above 20? What'd you get?
22.
Nice.
You're gonna have half a party killed off him.
Write that down.
Oh, there's so many
oh God,
notes.
how many notes am I getting?
Many.
Inside first. That was between us two. and
Alright,
each one.
okay. This is just so I know what you two are
Yes,
doing,
because you want it
basically.
gone.
Yeah.
I still feel like I should be worried about all these notes.
That was us talking in Thieves' Con.
It's a good way of doing it. Right, yours is 22, you said.
Yes.
Awesome.
17 plus.
Nice. 20 to 15?
Yeah, 20.
20? Nice.
15.
Oh, you
15.
see what now?
Working out.
Awesome. Alton, you're going first.
So, what the fuck is this thing?
You have absolutely no idea what that is. It's spectral, you can see through it, and it has its mouth open, it has white lights coming from its eyes, its nose, its mouth, its hair is just...
And it is where in relation to where I'm currently standing?
It is in the doorway.
And we're inside?
You're inside.
Get fucking rooted, man.
And the door goes like that. It closes you in.
Profanity! I'm gonna hold an action with my short bow until either it does something offensive or someone else does.
Cool, good to know. It is its turn now.
Excellent.
Wow, that's quicker than 20.
Whoa. But slower than 22.
There was a bastard and roll high.
I would roll 21.
Actually, if you want to know its actual thing, it was also 22.
It loses initiative ties, yeah.
Players win initiative dice because that's nicer. It will float forward because, as you notice now, it is not touching the floor. It is hovering in the air a couple of feet, and it floats forwards up to you, Hush.
Of course it does.
And reaches out with its hand, and its hand just passes through you. That is a 17 to hit.
That will hit, yes.
Awesome. You are going to take 11 points of necrotic damage,
Boy, okay.
and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You're no.
No.
That's very unfortunate for you.
6.
6. Your hit point
Hilarious.
maximum is also reduced by 11.
How old does he look now as well?
On top of the oven?
So you take the 11 points of damage, and then your hit point max is reduced by 11 as well.
In which order? In which order?
So
you take the damage.
Then max.
Yeah,
So basically,
max
that's your
is
maximum
then
HP now.
Then your hit point,
It's
your
now
hit point
6.
max
now.
goes down
6,
to what your hit points are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be pretty fucked.
Yeah, because then you take 22 points damage.
You see the colour where that hand just passed through Hush's chest. The colour just drains slightly.
Oh no!
Make an attack roll. It is right next to you though, so this is with disadvantage.
What weapons?
Your ready action was your short bow.
Really? Point blank with a bow is disadvantage?
Yeah, because it's harder to hit something that's next to you.
Apparently.
A little bit, yeah.
Wait, it's also because it's also the power thing as well. A 15.
Still pretty
That
good.
will hit.
Yeah, it's 15 and an 8.
It's like being
That
touched with a
hits
sniper
it.
rifle.
Yeah, roll damage.
He's within 5 foot.
Yep. Yeah, you got allies in 5 foot, so
That is 8 plus 5, so it's
13. So the arrow passes straight through and flies out the thing. Its form reacts.
coalesces around it.
Yeah, reacts slightly to the arrow, but doesn't seem to have done what you would think it would do. Brooke.
Right, well, this isn't normal, is it? It's not a land thing, this, like the wolf.
No, it's not! Fucking kill it!
Okay.
You can clearly see that like Hush's, the colour from Hush's face is
Great.
from like halfway up his face is just gone.
God, you don't look so well. Let me help with this.
Feel so late.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Oh, go ahead, make an attack roll. You are next to it though, so this is with disadvantage.
Can I? If I took a step away, would it get a reaction thing?
It would hit you, yes.
Well, he'd get a chance to hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of take a step back.
Yeah.
This would be going up the stairs.
I mean, you could just like step around to the other side.
Because I'm gonna get, as it went towards him, I'm gonna say it kind of went past us, and I'm gonna sort of go
The room
around
is very
the wall.
big.
Oh yeah, I was going to say flanking.
No. You guys are all in front of it.
Yeah. No.
Well, okay, I'll just take a step away from it.
Cool.
Because of that.
Yeah. So as you take a step away from it, its hand
Because flanking would give me advantage. Which would zero out.
reaches out towards you and will pass through your chest. That is a 21 to hit.
Fuck! With 19 armor after that.
Yep. That is going to be
We're unaware of it.
Yeah.
10 points of necrotic damage.
I can take it.
You feel just your life force just just fade from your body.
Down to
I
7 health.
I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is in relation
Christ.
to one like pumpkin patch.
I have +1 on this somehow, so
I forgot we leveled up.
Mhm.
And
You're very
So I
lucky
think
you
I'm
leveled
like-
up. You
Yeah.
did this after you
no,
leveled up.
I forgot I leveled up.
oh,
I could probably
Yeah,
use
so-
that noise or whatever.
Oh, you have, yeah.
17.
Well, that's
something
no
that is
Obviously,
your
your
hit point
don't-
maximum is not reduced.
Oh, great.
You resist the negative effects of your life literally leaving your body.
So if I'm one of these crazy clerics who doesn't have healing spells at level 1. No one knows that.
Also, go ahead and do your guiding.
That's a level 2 thing, and I'm half monk now.
Otherwise, it
That's
would be
really
wrong.
unfortunate.
Yeah, what's what
Yeah.
I said.
Go ahead and make your guiding bolt attack.
So yeah, that's a
Spell attack roll.
Yeah.
You had your wisdom and your proficiency.
Is it radiant as well?
Oh fuck no!
Is that that one?
Shit, it's a 3.
Wow.
Plus,
So
Two to the
wisdom
right.
and proficiency,
Two to the
so
right.
that's 5.
that
So
will
it's 8.
miss. As you're distracted by the fact you literally feel your life force draining, and you fire the bolt and it just it misses it and just hits the wall.
So I take damage and
Failed to hit.
fail to hit.
Well, not
Yep.
TPK, but
Half TPK.
yeah, HPK.
Hush!
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's all between my heroic desire to take out some dead fleet scene.
I don't know.
You could also take a reaction that if you ran. Oh no, you can disengage because you're a sneaky git.
I really want to try to take it out though. So
Okay.
I think the first
This is
thing
true.
I would do is ditch the skull.
That much
I'll
wisdom.
like
Now.
throw it back into the. I mean, I just looted a tomb, and then as soon as I took something, a trap went off, or the dead guy got undead.
Got back up
It
again.
doesn't take a genius to figure out maybe that wasn't such a great idea after all. Ditch the skull.
Where are you putting the skull?
He's throwing it back
Why
in the
not?
tomb, he said.
Where it was?
Back where its head would be. Like somewhere we literally just picked it up.
Yeah, he turned around and it's just gone. Cool.
Back down into where the head should be.
As you put the skull back, the form disappears.
Oh, thank God!
Oh, man.
No to that!
If I pick up the skull and then put it back down quickly, does it like blink in and out?
It does, yeah, but it looks a little bit angrier this time.
Well, it's like,
I'm-
there's one of those scenes where like you blink and the Doctor Who like.
I want to. After he does that, I slap him.
Oh, I've
Do you
been
let him slap you?
Hell no.
Make an attack roll. Strength and proficiency.
That's a 4. I don't even care.
You just.
No.
I'm walking out of there.
Yes, you
Nope,
are.
nope, nope. I've stolen from dead people before, but never like that. Nope, nope. I didn't say anything.
So at this point, I leave as well, and I'd like to go straight to the castle. I assume that the rope is still actually forming that little bridge thing.
Someone untied it.
Someone untied it.
I
Oh.
did not.
Oh,
he-
he did not. Yeah,
I
you
was the last
him
person
to-
across, and
so-
I did not because I was too busy being pissed off at the situation.
So
In fairness, I was wondering how you were going to get back if you did that when I asked it.
So
only
I
thought was you were gonna
immediately
swim.
opt for the non-ransacked, avoiding the ransacked houses. Go straight to the castle. Not to the guards. Head up to the master
Are
bedroom.
the guards awake then?
So you start making your way. So
Find the master
you're in a
bedroom.
house. You're in a house. You are making your way to a
I
house.
was going to search the next house, and then I was going to get bored and go
Yeah.
to find somewhere to sleep. Well, find an
So
intact house.
the next house you'll go to, there's like half orc making a fire outside of.
And cooking
I go to
vegetables
the
and
next
whatnot.
one.
Yeah.
Cool. You'll go to the next house, which is actually the first house that you looked at.
Dead couple.
So there's just dead elderly couple.
Do I recognise any of it as being?
Hmm?
Do I recognise it as being searched already, or?
Make an investigation check.
20.
I mean, yeah, you can see that the desk has been opened and the drawers haven't been reshut.
Okay.
They're dead. Why would you hide it?
Yeah. Okay.
And other things have already come through looting things.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move on to the next house. Search that one then.
Cool.
That would have been the one he searched first, wouldn't it?
What languages do you speak?
Oh,
It's the room one.
That'd be that
I
one.
feel like I want to go and check this one.
Yeah.
I
Someone who
speak
speaks Elven really, really should.
Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Primordial.
Cool. You have no idea what those runes say.
Oh shit.
How many of us are filthy elves?
Well, the only one I can offer is Undercommon.
Orc, giant, goblin.
Oh, and
Those things-
Orcish, but yeah.
Look on it.
I go in and have a look around anyway.
Make an investigation check.
Yeah. I think the first time
I
met
got
you, spoke
a
to you with Orc- and I spoke to
9.
you with Orcish.
That's right, so I did know that. Yeah.
You find an empty chest.
What about in the other? Is there only one room?
It's a 2-room thing. Nothing else in this thing. Just an
Okay.
empty chest that's been left open.
I'd even go to find a house that looks, that's intact completely. Or was this
Well,
one
that
intact?
house is completely
Well,
intact. You're
okay
well,
There you go. As I'm here.
Awesome.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Um,
I closed the door and set off.
it's at this point that you guys hear you all will hear the winching of the gates as 2 of those men have gone back and reclosed the gates.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's a smart idea, to be honest, guys.
And then they don't leave those towers. They just set up
There's no guards left. so
crossbows at the ready, sitting out on the towers. You're just like fuck this.
So
no.
do we hear this?
Yeah.
Can I go out and speak to one of them?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
Are you not too busy with derp still?
No, he's fine. I
go
leave
out.
and he's still screaming.
Yeah. He leaves. There is just a goblin scream coming from that house, and it is never ending.
Under orders.
Why are you setting up watch? What do you expect to find or see around here?
Just being safe.
Surely with the drawbridge up, that's safe enough.
Possibly. We're not in the habit of taking chances.
Can I roll insight?
Go
See
ahead,
if
make an
that-
insight check.
Yeah.
How interested there? Is there a drawbridge on each side?
Only the one door.
How the fuck should we get through this town?
Now I'd like
You
to say
walk round it.
But it's a river.
I'd like to
No
say I rolled
bridges.
good, but I got a 5 total.
Well, there's got to be another
Oh.
way. There's a way.
I mean, yeah. Can't really get a read on him.
I thought the whole point was it was.
I thought there was a second.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, no, this
That's
is just
why I
a
checked.
just in the middle. Well, the path that you've been following just leads directly. It's like no, it's only just off on its own.
Oh right, so
Okay.
there's another ford somewhere else. Okay.
Yeah. And it's sort of like you don't really. The direction behind it is just wilderness. You come here to go Nightstone and come back and go back to Waterdeep.
Right, cool.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the two provisions. Oh,
Awesome. So
I was gonna say words, and then I forgot what those words were.
we'll say numbers instead.
100101110.
42.
42.
Alex, I.
21.
You seem a lot more cautious than most.
43.
You have no reason to.
Something.
We're always cautious.
Why?
It's better to be
What have you
cautious
seen?
and alive than uncautious and dead. Captain's orders.
He was a half elf, right? Okay. Well, have fun.
Oh,
I
well.
sure am.
We could hear.
Liam. Because I would actually think of this afterwards, I'm going to use the detect magic ritual just in case that door is dangerous. Like whatever that thing was on the door is dangerous. So I'm going to do 10 minutes doing that.
Okay.
I think it's 10 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah, 10 minutes to 6 seconds, but yeah.
Maybe just like beware of dwarf, beware of dog.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if it's because it's all runic and I'm not sure if it's just written saying this is that or if it's someone's put something on there, spell on there to protect crap.
Alright, yeah, I'll go back and tell Derp to shut up. I want to get some sleep.
It's you're up night normally, aren't you?
I prefer
That's
the
how
night.
he shuts up mid-scream. Just as it just echoes a little bit.
I'm walking to that house that was over the other end.
Cool. So, you cast your detect magic spell. No magic on that door.
Okay, I keep it going, yeah.
Cool.
But that's that I meant to do that before I sort of did crap. Just in case.
I've got
Well, you didn't do it before.
Yeah,
so
I know.
You do it after you walked in.
Yeah.
the runes white.
That's what happens when you don't think of it before.
Yeah, it's
Seeing
fair.
as the campaign we're in
So, currently, you do not sense any magic from that door.
to do with giants.
Wait, to detect any magic in 30 feet, so I go in, it's still...
Well, you mean, what it actually, you don't actually, you detect magic within 30 feet of you and then use your action to try and view
Yeah.
an aura, but you do not detect magic.
Okay. So yeah, I go in and is there a kitchen area?
Ish, yeah.
I start making myself some food.
Cool. Okay. You're in a house. Jeffrey, you were looking for stuff in the inn and you found some potatoes. That was literally the extent of your search.
Yeah, pretty much. I was hoping for some alcohol, but hey.
You don't find any alcohol. What else would you like to do?
I mean, there's potatoes. You could make vodka.
Take a while though.
That is problem. Great. Eat potato now or drink potato later.
You watched
What
you
time
watched
did you say it was
Archer.
there?
Huh?
What time?
It's sort of like it's mid-afternoon, late evening. Sorry, other way.
Mid-afternoon.
Late afternoon.
Hell.
Those times do not mix.
It's
You
1
need-
o'clock in the afternoon.
You need a dirt
It's
counter.
got a very, very quick evening bit. It just jumps from quite light to.
It is early afternoon. to
Can
late
you
You need
can
a flop counter in the video.
Yeah,
So every time it's like,
edit a dirt meter behind him that slowly.
We just need to line my green screen up behind him and just have a dirt count.
yes.
And stack.
Just a big
Dirt
like
counter
numbers,
stack.
bing, right there, and then it changes.
If I had more time, I would do that.
Future project.
Huge
There
project.
would be a lot.
Huh?
There would be a lot.
There
of
would be a
dirt
big
count.
number behind your head.
Okay. As you guys settle down to enjoy the rest of your evening and be ready for the.
Can I search the house?
Enjoy my evening. I'm like half necrotically rotted.
Great.
I've gone into the church and I'm just camping out there for night because I need me some helm. I'm sitting
Are you doing a lot of praying?
Walking back and forth like no.
I should want to take the skull.
Never again.
He got hit for 11 and
Yeah, he did.
17. Are you going to be praying to like heal this? And please don't. Has your character now got a phobia of tombs?
Yes.
Hush. But before that, what was your maximum hit point?
It was 17. Now it's
Good
6.
to know.
You are now one incredibly squishy half orc.
Well, good to know that I potentially could have just one-shot you.
Oh yeah, max HP could have gone down. Yeah.
Noted. You got lucky.
Well, sort of.
Well, he can.
I'll be more careful on the next
I
crypt.
wonder whether relentless endurance. Because when
Yeah.
you go to 0, you go to 1. Does that change the max damage from whatever it was? To
If your
whatever it
max
was?
hit
It
point is
doesn't
0,
change the
you
max- it
can't
doesn't
raise
change
it
the
up to
damage, it
1.
just means you
If
go
you
to
get
1,
hit for that and it
but
reduces your hit points to 0, put like as in you can
If
get
your
a
max
maximum
hit
of
points
0.
go to 0,
Yeah.
you die.
Yeah,
You are
your max
dead.
hit points hit 0. You're dead. End of.
Oh.
You're instantly dead.
Game over.
Resurrection.
Yeah, but we're not going to drag him
Level
around for
6 spell.
15
Don't need-
levels.
don't need
Oh.
body.
Here's a body. Let's go carry
No,
this
no,
body
resurrect-
around for a while.
Resurrection doesn't need a body.
It's
Because
also
it
like a
gives you a
6th
new soul.
or 7th level
Exactly.
spell.
Yeah.
We could
Just
do
need to
it, but
cut off
it-
his earlobe or something, and then we've got a bit
Well,
of
have a
him.
little bit of hair. That'll
Yeah.
do.
It'll only take us 6 months to get there.
And several thousand gold.
And then
Yeah.
he'll come back at
And
level
5
1.
grand.
And then we
And
missed
like-
it. Then it
Right,
turns
right.
out the hair we got wasn't from him, it was from the guy in the tomb who we
I'm here
recruited
again,
from.
smack immediately
Yeah.
one shot by something else that's like much
You
higher
guys are
level.
really bulky. Yep.
Yes, if you
Finger
want.
flick.
Carry the gear.
I'm sleeping in the church.
Uh-huh.
It's in a safe
Yeah,
place.
continue.
Which one were you going to?
The one that was on the other side when we got to the end of the small.
Oh, so the last one that he.
No. We got to the end of the section of the ones that we were.
Oh, well,
searching.
you went to the other side of the
The
bar.
other one.
Yeah, cool.
Whatever the other one is, I don't know where it is. And then I'll go bed down in it.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, this one's. Rock fell through. You search around. You
There's
find
nothing
a
there.
crushed middle-aged human woman under
Yay!
the rock.
More dead people.
Not dead people. I'm doing really good with dead people.
But aside from that, there's not. Oh, there's a dead goblin in the patch as well.
Kick it.
Outside,
and then
yeah.
Go find bed.
This is the one with chickens.
Oh.
I would like to point out once I'm done eating, for my personal evening's entertainment will be the violin I have.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
now what you can hear emanating from this house. This, like,
Yeah, after the goblin screams, you hear violin.
So that's odd.
That's an odd change in tone.
I'll go over there and join in with the flute.
and I actually won't tell him to fuck off.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to be playing patience.
Dirk came as well.
Obviously.
Okay, we can't just start joining it with singing.
Don't.
No.
Dirk is the singer.
No, what we're going to do is we're going to treat him as a drum. So we're going to kick him and repeat it into him.
Alright. Let's have you guys make performance checks.
Oh, it's gonna go so well.
I really want to get both really high.
4.
You can add your proficiency to this. You're proficient with the flute.
6.
17.
Let's see
Environment's good.
Let's see what the duck gets. A natural 1.
just gag him instead. Shut up.
That's really good though.
But it's not what they're trying to get him to do, and it does not work with the flute and the violin.
My flute doesn't work.
You're playing in the wrong end.
Oh.
You're doing. It sounds like you're playing a recorder, but you haven't got your fingers on the holes.
Oh god. It's like that internet video of the kid playing the theme to the
20th century fox.
yeah. Yeah. It's the worst, but greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
After I finish dinner, I'm going to search the rest of the houses. By the way, after I finish my dinner on my character, I'm going to search the rest of the houses.
Your violin
all that.
skills make up for the lack of flute skills.
I feel.
You guys, just as you're reaching the end of your dinner, you're sobbing. You're starting to eat. You're doing something with potatoes.
Fine, I'm throwing potatoes at a wall. So I'm bored.
Oh, my
Cooking potatoes. And
Fuck those.
what are you doing? You finished your fish a while ago.
Yeah, so after raiding
Yeah.
the
What are you
secret-
doing after raiding after the?
I went up to the castle, across the bridge and the road
Right,
and
no, yeah,
that,
that's what she said. You're
and
making your way across the across
I
the
went to
top.
find the comfiest room possible in
That's
the
fine.
biggest house
That
there.
is cool. So,
Okay.
as
Yes, and probably at the highest point.
your guys' music goes a bit whatever, you stop. You.
Well, at
finish
some
your
point we
meeting.
just gagged up.
So yeah.
Annoying.
I mean, your violin is pretty good. His flute isn't great.
Tempo needs work.
Yeah. You get to the edge of the bridge. You finish eating. You two are playing your violin. You're whimpering. You're throwing potatoes at a wall, and you are just about to start cooking. When you hear, what?
Because he's seen Derp now, I just told him what I actually did.
Oh, right. Yeah. Amazing.
We'll find out.
Okay.
You hear the twanging of crossbow bolts
Oh dear.
and shouts from the gatehouses. Orcs! Captain, there's orcs!
The 2.
And that's where we're going to leave it.